Welcome to Off the Binge, your ultimate help for seasonal anime
Oh my
podcast.
god.
Each week we deliver top recommendations, hot takes, and
Yeah.
in-depth reviews of the latest episodes of this season. And we're talking about the spring
Very
season
good.
tier list of April to June. Let's get to it.
Let's go. Let's get it.
Oh my god, guys, it's spring. The spring is almost over. It's time for Mushoku Tensei. Oh my god, guys.
It's your boy, the legendary human typhoon, the Latino hit that sexy ass voice they just heard a couple
Ooh.
seconds ago. Because we're here for the hot summer season approaching, and we're spring season is back in for next year, and we're about to rewrap. So tier list is approaching, as you see from the beautiful layout that MemoryNK did, and we got him. MemoryNK is here. Is he caught up? Is Vash caught up? Are we gonna be attacked by Man-God Grem on the show again? We're about to find out. How many times will it be? Let's take a shot for any time and every time Graham attacks his own friend slash co-host. Let's get to it. But without further ado, who are the hosts? Let's go to Man-God Graham, the attacker of all.
I'm just here, guys. What's going on? I kind of blacked out. What happened? I've been gone for a week. I
Bro,
wasn't
hurt
here
me.
last week. I don't know what to tell you
He's like,
guys.
That wasn't me. He's like, that
That
wasn't me.
wasn't me, bro.
Who did step a phone call like, I don't know, Chad does a substitute. Man-God just didn't have the right energy.
No, that was the
Man-God
man.
Grem, you substitute.
I
He
did.
substituted.
You guys have no idea. That was the man god. Now we're back to Grem. It's a whole thing. Don't
The
worry.
Man-God came out of Man-God
The
Grem.
man god came out.
Usually it's just
The
Grem.
persona.
Yeah. Nah, man. I'm super excited. This season, um, I think overall this season was really fun. For me. And I know I'm getting ahead of myself, but like this is our intro. But yeah, I
Exactly.
don't know. This was a really fun season of anime. I had a lot of fun watching shit by myself with none of my co-hosts caught up to anything.
Hey, Graham, talking about the co-host, MemoryNK is here. Good to have him back,
Yeah,
chat.
what did you guys do to me? Did you guys isekai me or what, how we used to do? I don't know
I
if
said
we
you
did.
got hit by a car.
Oh,
Yeah, he did. He just straight
I
me
got
did like, hey,
isekai'd?
yep. No,
Oh, I didn't even
he
get
didn't even send you
isekai'd.
No,
I
no
I
just
said
got
you
hit
were
by
anime.
a
dead.
car.
I said
Okay.
you were dead.
Man,
I didn't
yeah,
say
bro, didn't even send you anywhere. Name it
I didn't
hell.
say you were
Wasn't
Crazy.
even talk
isekai
all
or nothing.
about
I said you got hit by a car. I said,
Crazy,
oh,
man.
yeah.
bro. Just put you out.
Yeah, what's up, y'all? I'm here. It's been a couple weeks. I know. I just honestly work. First off, I worked like 2 weeks straight or something like that. So that's been taking up a lot of my time, of course, life, adulting stuff. But also, I just been kind of burnt out. I'm not gonna lie. The end of the season, I know it's unfortunate the timing to get burnt out towards the end of the season, but it's a part of it's my own fault. How much I watch. This has been happening for me. Y'all have probably noticed, honestly. I'm sure my friends have noticed, of course, but just like it's been happening like once or twice a season for me, the seasonal burnout. Hopefully, maybe I don't take as much on my plate,
We're gonna make short chat.
use my time more effectively next season to prevent that. We'll see how that goes. It doesn't usually end up working out all like that, but we'll see. But
Hey,
I am
chat.
excited to put a bow on this season. There's a lot I did enjoy this season. I know I haven't finished everything. Yeah, spoiler alert, I haven't finished shit. I'm just gonna be completely straight up and transparent with y'all and honest. But I have been enjoying quite a bit from this season. It's been a solid season, from what I have watched, and yeah, I'm ready to rank it, see how we're feeling about certain ones. I know there's gonna be a couple in here that were some pretty big surprises to us. I know, especially for me. So, yeah, and ones that are gonna be pretty obvious. I feel like too for S tier for some of us. So, and
I do want to say,
maybe pretty obvious for garbage as well. We'll have to find out.
as Nate's friend, I will make sure that he's on top this summer season and that he doesn't have 40 on his list. I will make sure that he doesn't have 40. I will make sure that he has a good 20 to 30 that he could choose
That's
to
why I want to
watch.
stay around
But
20 to
but for
25 is
a
like
Yeah,
good 50 to 20 for us to cover weekly, chat. But
I'm not gonna
without
lie
your
to
help,
y'all.
comment down below and let us know which ones you want us to cover for sure. Cause maybe we could use that as a consensus, a little survey as well. That'll help us to know as well. Just putting that out there, chat. Right, Graham?
I'm not even gonna pretend. I can say I'm gonna help. I'm gonna try to get him, on track. But at the end of
W
the day,
friends,
bro,
y'all. W friends. At the end of the
At the
day, it
end
is
of the
on
day,
me.
bro, he's his own person,
It
and
is on me
he
too. At
knows
the end
he
of the
knows
day,
Yeah,
what's up.
yeah.
He'll do it. But that being said, he always has like 40 out of nowhere when he says, "I'm not planning on watching
yeah,
this,"
because I'm
and
just
then you
so
know he adds it.
I'm tempted so easily. Because even like the stream we
Yeah.
did for the spring, like there were
Mhm.
ones I said I wasn't gonna watch, and then I see the
Yeah,
first
you said
episode come
no.
up on
You
the
know what
site
it
I
was?
watch, and then I'm just like, oh, you know what? I'll check that out and see what
No,
it's
you
hitting
know
for.
what it
And then
was,
it
bro.
just the floodgates open from there. That's just how it
The
happens.
worst part is I know exactly what it is. It's he was at work, he was
That is
caught up to
true
all the
too.
anime that were out, and then he
And
would
it's
sit there and
hilarious.
watch one of the episodes, and he'd be like, "You know what? That was
The
honestly
beginning of the
not that
season, I was
bad."
watching everything at work.
He
So
was. He
yeah,
was.
I
He
was
was,
trying out.
and
I was just
hey,
throwing darts, bro. Like I was just like,
he
maybe this
was,
is a hitter,
and
maybe
it
this
was
is a hitter,
working
maybe
for him,
this is a hitter,
honestly.
maybe this.
We found some good things from that, but we also found some things that we didn't end up continuing watching. So, you know.
But
Speaking of, we might go ahead and have a little dropped category, a little compilation of all the things that we've dropped because we don't have them on the tier list right now. So there are things that have been dropped that I may bring up at some point, probably towards the end of the tier list, or maybe at the beginning. We haven't really discussed that,
Or we'll
but you
surprise
know,
and sprinkle it in somewhere,
we might
maybe. Who
sprinkle a
knows?
couple in every once in a
If it
while, you know,
relates to certain series in the tier list, maybe.
for
Same
sure.
yeah,
genre or something like that. Well, speaking of the tier list, like I know we did the bracket before. Let us know in the comments as well if you'd want us to do that again, because I think actually, speaking of, we did that. Did we do that for the summer of last year? That might have been the fall of last year. It was one of those middle seasons.
I believe it was
Uh,
Yeah,
full.
it was whatever
I mean,
season
it was winter.
Fragrant Flower was in. So
Yeah, I believe it
It
was
was
fall.
winter, right?
fall.
No, it was summer. No, it was summer because illegally it was summer, but then it came in the fall
Oh, you're
officially in
right. You're right. It
2026.
Um,
was summer of last year. So if y'all want to see the bracket again for the summer, let us know.
that might be a W. Maybe we do that. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good idea. But the last thing we should shout out is that in this past month, not just Nate, but also myself, we got new apartments. So a big shout out to that.
Yeah.
So, be adults.
Adulting.
Do something. Adulting is something. Other than that, no more shoutouts because this is your go-to seasonal anime podcast where we dive in the best, the worst, and the hidden gems of the anime season. But this episode is not going to be a breakdown or a binge chilling because we don't worry, chat. We'll have a group chilling this summer season with maybe Moshoko Tensai, Jobless Reincarnation, because your boy is catching up into Bleach. So we might have a little group discussion in the next coming weeks. So I'm gonna just say that. But for this episode, we will just check it out overall. Even though Graham did jump the gun earlier, we will just do a little brief overall because Nate did mention he was burned out. So, how do we feel about the spring season overall? Do we have any top five? Do we have any favorites? And for any of the audience that want to go check our previous episode, go check out episode 73 to 82 for this spring season of 2026 coverage. And other than
Actually,
that,
73 to 82, excluding 81. That's not a real episode as far as I'm concerned. I want y'all to know. No, I want y'all to know. I was talking with Nate after we recorded that, and then I'm messaging Miguel or Vash after we recorded that. And I was talking to Nate, I said, "Man, that episode was bad. I'm so bad."
They both
Right?
said the same thing to me, by the way.
Yeah, I said that might be the worst episode we've done. I said it was so bad. And then I was also texting Vash. I was like, you know what? I want a do over. Let's record
that he
tomorrow,
texted
bro.
me that, and I'm like,
I was
I
like, I
woke
want
up
a
at
do
9 in the
over.
morning. I'm like, can't do that. It's out in 1 hour. Can't.
I said, bro, I'll wake up early. Let's re-record, bro. I'm good. That didn't happen. As far as I'm concerned, that episode doesn't exist.
Yeah, it's all
So,
about the
chat.
bounce back. We're here now.
Yeah.
Hey, we hear
So,
about the important. So, chat, talking about bouncing back, do we feel like any shows that we watched from the beginning to now actually entertain us? Was there any sleepers? Graham, is there any ones that you enjoyed from what we did from what we're watching this spring season? Is there anyone that surprised you?
I mean, Nippon was the sleeper hit of the season. I think we're all very clear on that. Well, I mean, maybe not you, Vash, because you haven't finished it.
I believe in it.
Or
For me,
I guess
it's
neither of
Nippon
us.
and Botan. Those are my two, for sure.
Botan, but you didn't finish Botan, and Botan kind of was.
Oh, I didn't finish anything, but
It
I'm
was
just saying.
scaring me at the end. I'm gonna be
I'm just
honest.
saying it was. from what I've watched, the 9, 10 episodes I've watched,
No, yeah, you're right. You're
it's
right. It was just
it's definitely been
after
one
they
of
got
the
together,
biggest
bro.
surprises.
Botan was feeling just. I wanna hear what you think about these next couple episodes, honestly. But for me, Damon's was like we anticipated it, but it still felt like a sleeper because like it wasn't really talked about in
Uh,
my sphere. I didn't hear a lot about it.
it was one of the most popular of the
So
season,
I
bro.
did hear
I
about
don't
it.
know. That's the
I
thing.
believe
I
I just
didn't.
saw King of Lightning. I saw one of those big content creators that I saw that I follow. I think King of Lightning or somebody, and they said
King
that
Recon.
uh maybe they said that they forgot the creator of Full Metal how slow build they are, like
Oh, the
letting things
beginning of
cook over
Brotherhood
time.
is even
If
kind of
Brotherhood
like
was
that.
exactly like that, and because they was saying that the 12 episodes of Daemon week to week was a slow build, but once you watch it all at once, it's because they binge it again, and they said that you could feel the difference as a binge 1 through 12. Then instead of watching weekly, the difference of energy. And then I see that I remember watching Brotherhood and everything, seeing the creator of how they build the story, how things will come, full circle later. So I'm really curious to see how we're gonna get there with Daemons with the next 12, because it's a 24 episode core. So I'm curious to see how we're gonna get there. But I do agree with the sleeper from the perspective like not many people are talking about it in some sides, because I also have seen that like there's a few people that I didn't know they were watching until they brought it up. I was like, oh, so you're watching,
Yeah,
just not like
it's one of
talking
those
about it.
things that I feel like a lot of people are watching, but like nobody's talking about it. And that's what I mean by like a sleeper. Like let's be real. Nippon is by every definition of the word a sleeper for this season. It like not a lot of people were talking about it, not a lot of people were watching it, but it was insanely high quality and it was just a joy to experience, right? But like Damon's, like I know people are watching it, but I also hear nothing about it.
Yep.
And
Yeah,
I
maybe
mean
what you would expect from, you know, the creator of Full
yeah.
Metal and the studio, like Studio Bones, and yeah,
But yeah, when I hear
maybe the kind
that,
of
I'm
hype
thinking
and
like
talk around it you would expect, like before going, like, oh, this one surely people are gonna be talking about a lot every week, and maybe it didn't
right,
pan out all like that. Yeah, I mean that makes sense
yeah.
on that
One
front.
I would like to shout out for this season, that not saying that I didn't know about the series, I have heard about it over the years. I didn't know how old it was when it first started, which had Atelier. I knew about it, I heard about it among friends, but I just didn't really think it was gonna be this big until it came out. The season, the beautiful animation, how everything comes together. But the edits on the social media, like there's one that I've been hooked on, which Atelier with Hamilton crossover. Fucking crazy. I enjoy those edits. For anybody that's seen it, you're like those edits just feel it. It's like what have you wrote, and it just show the Coco, the Keyfree, the
Yeah, that's
ending of
fitting.
the season. It's like Keyfree, literally at the end, the look it just makes me curious. And then my dumbass just say season 2 comes out, my dumbass got spoiled by something about Keyfree, and I'm like, God
Oh,
damn it! But you know what? I'm gonna probably forget it by the time it comes out. But that was like a surprise hit for me, because I didn't have no expectations walking in. Not saying it was a sleeper, it was just a surprise hit for me for Witch Hat, and just to see how much this fandom is. We also got like a Olympic medal gold literally have the outfit of Keyfree and doing a little ice skating promotion with country and everything. So it just shows how big of a platform which it has become. And then I see on the timeline that the three big Magic series now is fucking Furin, which and I think
Dungeon Meshi,
there's another one.
Dungeon
Yes,
Meshi,
that's
right?
down.
Yeah,
Thank you. Yeah, it was those three. That's it. That's the three Magic slash fantasy series. I'm like, oh,
three
that's
bangers for
yeah,
sure.
like three Magic. I don't mind it.
Yeah,
So like
Yeah, yeah.
that's a
Two
surprise
bangers
hit for
in
me.
one.
I knew it. That's a surprise hit for me for which and another shout out is an observation log of my fiance who calls herself a
There you go.
villainess. So that was a big shout out for me because I enjoyed it. I actually look forward to that. And that's a surprise for me about the villainess. I was curious to know the direction. And I have to shout out, even though I'm hurt, Nate didn't finish. Dr. Stone and Dotaro season 2. Those two were like one finish and then the part 2 finish of of the season 1 that ended a couple years ago. But Dr. Stone 2018 to now, man.
crazy. It's like the My Hero situation.
Yeah, like this one I actually have finished, and to just been here from beginning when the manga that I actually read chapter one when it first released to now the anime. So I believe the manga I read was 2016 for me. To now the anime also has finished, and I haven't finished the manga. I got spoiled about there's an alternative ending that kind of annoyed me because it's in every fucking comment section. So for those that don't know, that's all I'm saying.
Oh, what
So
is
that's
there
why.
like a My Hero thing, like an extra chapter or some kind of thing?
Yeah,
Because I
yeah,
did see that, like the to be
yeah,
continued thing still or something. So they're probably gonna adapt
yeah.
that maybe or
Who knows? It could be, but I was like it's on every fucking reel and edit. Like I actually did get emotional by the way, Nate. I'm curious to
oh,
know
I
once you
believe
see
it.
the ending and we'll get it. But I felt the emotions. Actually, tear.
I'm
Big
not
strong team
surprised
for
by that.
Doctor Stone. I did. Like I did. Like I love the series, the manga, the art, the series Senku. Like I love science. Um, we will talk about the ending whenever it needs to get caught up. We will have the spoiler section. We will splice in the future, but I really can't wait. And it was an emotional moment. So that's something I would shout out to Doctor Stone. I really love the series and big shout out to Bochi and can't wait to see their next work. But Doctor Stone really did hit somewhere for me because like it's literally been there since my early 20s to now my late 20s, like age done.
Yeah. Two other ones I wanted to give a shout out to that I enjoyed way more than I thought is I made friends with the second prettiest girl in my class,
Really?
and also
Oh,
gals can be kind of otaku because beforehand I'm not gonna lie, I kind of wrote both of them off a little bit. I'm just like, oh, it's kind of your typical rom-com, type shit, right? But which I mean to an extent they are in a way, like both of them, but I don't know. I just feel like the casting for both of them, I feel like especially like just the main two really in the second prettiest girl, like the two mains were at least from what I've watched were really good, and that one just like their chemistry and just the common interest they had in coming together through that one I enjoyed a lot more than I thought I was going to, and just the gals can't be kind of otaku. I don't know, just the way all three of them kind of like just the time that they spend together hanging out and just their chemistry. Honestly, all three of them together as friends, and just how they bounce off of each other. And maybe some are into, because obviously the two of them have similar interests and they click over that, but the other girl is kind of like still accepting of that and sees how much her friends are into it and enjoying themselves, and she just kind of wants to be there in their company. They all just really want to be in each other's company.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Basically, one of them's Marin, and then the other two are like cosplayers, right?
yeah,
Like, like that's what it is. Cause like that's what she is, right? She's basically Marin. Like, I don't get it, but y'all love it, so I'm with it.
yeah.
Like, that's what
Like
she's
I see
like,
my
and
friends
that
having a good time. That's all I care about, right? And being in their company while they're doing that is awesome. So like those are two honestly that maybe I wrote off a little bit before the season started because they just kind of like felt like traditional typical rom-com type stuff. And I mean, like I said, to an extent in some aspects they are, but also I just feel like the cast in both of them stood out quite a bit, more specifically like the mains. But yeah, I enjoyed those two definitely a lot more than I thought I was going to. So also Ramparts is kind of a shout, I'd say. I know, like, I mean, I was excited for it because it's from the creator of Polar Opposites and stuff like that, but I feel like Polar Opposites set like such a high bar that I was like, okay, like I don't know if I'm gonna enjoy this nearly as much as that, which I didn't, but still, I feel like it definitely holds its own, for sure. It's definitely focuses more on like the character side of things and not so much like the romance in this one as compared to like Polar Opposites. Um, but I did enjoy Ramparts as well, right here quite a bit as well. So a couple rom coms, maybe which this one is more like a romance drama. I'd say it's more just drama than anything, at least for this first part. But like those three, for me, I feel like enjoying those more than I thought I would is kind of like maybe a surprise to a lot of people because I feel like for a lot of rom-coms, I'm kind of just like shitting on them because a lot of them just have like the same tropes, and it's just I feel like I've been pretty harsh lately on with a lot of seasonal romance series and stuff like that. So, but yeah, this season I feel like had some good
undeservedly,
ones.
to be fair.
Yeah, yeah. But this
I
season
mean, everyone
this
remembers
season
that.
this season did have a bounce back. I feel like in that regard because Like even Botan was like a romance,
That
right?
being
Like
said,
romance
I also
drama. It
felt
was
like
like
there wasn't nearly as much like isekai that were like bangers this season either. No, I mean barring the obvious sequels, there wasn't that many like banger isekai
well,
this
there never
season.
is. They're all isekai slop.
True, but like there's no banger isekai slop this season. I felt like, you know.
Well, no, because when you got the heavy hitters in there, I mean, you don't need them.
That's true. That's true.
Which I'll take that
Also,
every
if you
time.
guys don't see Vash right there, that is a shot directed directly in his face right now. Is right there. I pointed the cannon, bro. I aimed it. I
You know,
locked it, and I
well,
fired away.
well, chat. I'm laughing at that because I know he is, but I'm also in my head. I'm like, in my head, a perfect merch shirt is like banger isekai slab. That's like in
Banger.
my head, like like big
Just a bunch
font.
of series over the
Yeah, yeah, like
behind the
Banger.
text, like a bunch of just
yo, name you my vision. I was thinking like big font letters, like some like straight out of Compton letters, Larry
no, you
saying
have the
banger
vending
and secret
machine.
love.
You have the vending
But
machine,
then
and then a
within
bunch
the
of
font,
characters in the vending
Yeah, the
machine.
vending
yeah,
machine, like
exactly.
dispensing the.
Within right
Speaking
here,
of,
yo, name,
Ooh,
yo, we
that's a
had the
fire
idea.
idea, man. That's a fire
So
idea.
chat just be
that's
aware.
actually pretty banging.
Like
Yo,
choose
you
your
know what?
shit isekai out of the
You know
vending
what?
machine.
Tomorrow, you know what? Tomorrow I might send some to a group. I'm gonna be at work. I might have some free time. I'm gonna Photoshop my tablet. I'm gonna send you guys something. I'm gonna stable something. But you know what?
Let's
Let's move on to
yeah.
our actual tier list.
Yeah.
Enough
Let's
talking
do it.
about hey, what is our top 3, top 5 sleepers, hitters? Which one is one that surprised us? Let's actually rate them, rank them. Which ones is Graham gonna argue us about because he's the only one that finished most of the stuff. So all we gotta do is shut up and listen to what he's gonna tell us for sure. Most
And
likely not once,
fucking
but a
twice.
couple of
Yeah.
times. So Chad, most
Yeah.
likely is him is gonna be like, look guys, if you could have watched the show, maybe you could have defended him.
Yeah,
If
maybe
not,
you could
shut
have
the fuck
understood.
up.
Yeah. Maybe if Nate didn't shut the fuck up about how this is depressing and fucking watch the show, he could have something to say about it.
So, Chad, before I continue getting him started on going on more about us, let's get on with the first of many of on the tier list. So let's try to get on a good 2 hour show and let's get straight to it. Of the top one of the bangers, I'll say we got the first one, which had Atelier already. One of the bangers. I'm gonna say this honestly. I don't know how you guys feel. S tier.
Hey.
Ooh.
Nate, have you finished it by the way? Because I have.
I haven't finished it. So,
How
you know,
far?
Hey.
How far are you by the way?
like
3, 2,
episode
5, 6.
10?
Oh, you like damn, you three
Yeah.
behind. Okay.
Yeah.
I
Okay,
don't
so
think
out
I
of
can
the
give
10,
this S tier.
out
For
of the
me
10, where do you put it? Out of the 10 that you've seen that?
for me I'd say A.
Yeah.
I don't know, like it just didn't like
It
blow
has a
me
rich
away. Like it hasn't. I feel like a lot of this first season was like introducing the cast, obviously like the main players in the series. Obviously kind of foreshadowing some of the key free stuff, and by far I feel like him and probably Agate have been like the most like interesting characters to me, just like writing wise. I feel like. Um, so like there's that, but also I just feel like setting up like the magic system, the world, and just how the rules work in the world, and like the goal for Coco, and um a lot of the tests and stuff that she went through as we saw through this season. So I feel like a lot of this has been like set up. We haven't really hit. I feel like for me personally, it hasn't. It's still really good, like A tier, right? But it just hasn't hit that like point for me where I'm like blown away yet. Like I there wasn't really like there was moments in this first season that I was blown away. Like I think about the premiere, and then I think about like the episode with the dragon and how they did made like the giant like the bed and stuff like that. Like I feel like episodes like that like really stood out to me. But as a whole, I feel like I wasn't like blown away by this first season. Really enjoyed it, really good still, but I can't put it in S tier, I would say, but definitely A tier, 100%. Like
I
it,
do.
I feel like it doesn't go below A tier.
I would change my vote as well to A because I have to also remind myself from what I said earlier that I also have to take my influence of the most recent edits I've seen of which had crossover with Hamilton stuff, and it just has gotten me more hooked and more emotional towards. So I do agree with the A tier. Um, the A tier is very solid. I know that once we get more, it could go up to the S and
Oh yeah,
everything,
the next
but
season I could
I,
see being an
I do
S
agree
tier
with
for
the A.
sure, depending
It was a
on.
solid introduction. Carefree people comparing him to the Gojo, to the Kakashi people, saying now which is the most sexiest teacher with the white hairs and everything. And so it's like those type of jokes within the community, the characters, and I can't wait to see what the story explores next from what we end off with the last 3 episodes that Nate hasn't seen yet. And where are we gonna see the opposite hats? I forgot the fucking call.
Brim
The
caps.
bad guys.
The
Thank you.
brim hat. Yeah.
The brim hats. I'm really curious to see like because that last episode 13 really got me intrigued with no, I think it was episode 12 with the floating cloak saying that with magic you could do as what you want is limitless. And they already hooked somebody with that idea. And I'm curious to see are they gonna get influenced.
Mm. All right.
Graham, any thoughts about it? Other
Yeah,
than
man.
agreeing with us, hey?
No, I agree. I think A. I think this was visually stunning.
Hmm.
I think the story was great, and like there's no complaints I have about this. But there was never a moment that I was like
Blown away.
fully, completely invested in like the entire show, the entire product. I think there was a lot of the time I was watching this with a friend of ours. And I think a lot of the times I had some not so creative nicknames for some characters that like I don't like it just
But you always do that.
no, I know, but that was by far like one of my biggest points of enjoyment was fucking with my friend who clearly loved this product because it
So you're just an
wasn't that S
asshole.
tier product I
I
wanted,
do
you know?
I do shout out the English dub, by the way, because they actually put the effort to add the tones and accent to some of the voice characters in the show in the dub. So I do appreciate the effort they put in the extra layer. So a big shout out for them.
It just it never reached to that point for me that I was like, "Man, I need to read this."
Hmm.
Which
Mm,
like
that's
that's
huge
a
for you.
big that's
Yeah, that's
big.
huge for you. Yeah, that's huge for you.
I still feel like, despite like us, I feel like me and Graham saying that because I feel like kind of our thoughts are a bit similar, like in the same vein. I feel like
It's really good.
still
It's
putting it
really
in
good.
A
Oh yeah,
like
still great.
says a
Yeah,
lot
still
still
Like
great.
about the
it would
series.
never go lower than that. Hell, it's probably at the top of A for the entire season.
Yeah, yeah.
But
Yeah,
like I think it's just shy of cracking that S is what it is.
I think like the future content, depending on the
For sure.
direction or just like the execution, I feel like the next season and beyond could like just be
I
steady in
also
S. But
for me, I also think episode 12 being what it was really dropped the ranking 100% out of S.
I know.
That
But hey,
solidified it out of
wait,
S for me.
wait. But 13, he got
I don't care.
into. Okay,
I don't care.
okay, okay.
12 was so
It's,
bad, I
I,
don't
I,
care.
I, I'm
It
curious to
didn't
see.
help.
I'm curious to see what Nate thinks of episode 12 because I get where you're coming from, but I
It
feel
was
like
such an annoying episode. I didn't care.
I get it. I
It's
get
the
it.
same fucking thing in One Piece. Fucking Odin boiling alive in the oil. I don't care. Can we go back to the Straw Hats? Who cares? I don't care.
Okay, alright.
It's like
But
sometimes people cook with backstories and make it work, but like I did not give a shit about. I wanted it. I'm happy that bad things happen to the kid. Okay,
I know.
like
I had a feeling when like, oh, when he transformed, I'm like, oh, but then in my head,
no,
I'm like, oh, Grandma was like, yes, yes. I know, but hey,
it made the character have narrative sense at least. It made that boring ass episode 12 kind of worth it. Like,
well,
uh,
chat. Let's know what you guys think for which chat. Do you agree? Were you happy like for Graham, or were you happy, or were you sad for me like after for episode 13? Which chat? Let's see how Nate thinks about it next week when he tells his results. Let's find out. Let's get to the next one, Nate.
All right, I made friends with the second prettiest girl in my class. This is one I was just talking about not that long ago. I said it was a surprise for me for this season. Like I enjoyed it a lot more than I thought I was going to. This one for me, I'd probably put in B. Honestly, I feel like the main draw or like the appeal for this series is like the main two and their chemistry, their dynamic. Just obviously them coming together over a common interest. I feel like is just something really nice to see. But I feel like outside of them, there's not a whole lot this series has going for it. I'm gonna be honest. Like there is the whole plot line with him and like his parents and stuff like that. But like honestly, I mean, I wasn't like I said, the main appeal is the main two characters, and I feel like outside of them, this series, at least for me, wasn't really doing a whole lot. But I feel like it is focused on them. It's the whole point of the show, right? So like that's why I do hold it still to like a pretty solid ranking in B tier. But yeah, like the other girl, like the U, I think her name was U, like the prettiest girl in the class. I was not a fan of her personally. Did not care. Yeah, it was all about the two mains for me. So I would put it in B tier personally, from what I've seen, which is like 10 episodes, 9 episodes. So I
Yeah.
mean, it's still majority of the series, right? But
Graham,
if
you
y'all
agree?
wanna tick down my thoughts, you can. I wouldn't blame you.
Graham, who actually may have finished the show, kind of thoughts?
You know, Nate, I don't agree. Believe it or not,
Oh, you got it in
I think
C.
it's a C. It was fun, but like
Yeah.
you're right. It really was just them two, and like it was cute, and I liked it. But like, is it a B though? Like, I don't know.
I mean,
I'm
actually,
willing to
I'd
give
be
it a
down for
B.
C because the other
It
one I
really is
talked
just
about, I probably enjoyed more that we're gonna get to later that I did bring up. So, I mean, I probably enjoyed that one more than this one. So I would be fine with putting this in C and maybe that in B. I don't know, or maybe they're in the same vein when we get to it. But I'm cool with low B or high C. I honestly,
Yeah, I agree. I agree with you immensely that like the two mains are the only characters that matter. I will say I do know that it is caught up to the manga, so I haven't actually, and the light novel is not English translated, so I can't read forward
mhm.
on this one, which really hurts my soul. But no, it is like it is just that. It was fun and it's a good time and the two mains are great. But like that that can't be the whole thing
Yeah.
unless it's something like Dress Up Darling, where Marin just carries by herself, like solos. Umi doesn't carry that much, you know?
Mhm.
So yeah, I like it. I'll leave it up to you if you want to put it in B or C,
I'm
but
cool with like high
I think
C.
C.
I'm cool with high
Okay.
C. I'll settle for that.
And I want to segue from that because this one's all about the two mains. Let's go to the one that's all about the side characters. Let's go to Ramparts of Ice. Let's just
Oh.
throw Ramparts of Ice in
Oh, okay,
because that's
okay.
all about side
Okay.
characters.
Ramparts of Ice, I mean, I feel like this one is probably B tier for me. I mean, maybe higher for you. I don't know.
At the very least,
I
it's B tier. At the very
yeah, I
least,
would say like probably the top of B tier. I feel like the cast in this is very like
yeah.
well rounded. In comparison to
I
like the
will say
one we
they're trying to rage bait me right now in that
in
show. Oh, you got no
in comparison to
idea
the
they're
one we
trying to
just
rage.
talked about, I feel like this cast is like way like more well rounded. I do like
Yeah, like
the just the
you
content, like
care about the cast
yeah,
more.
like the character writing is way better. And although like we've been talking about through a lot of this season, it's not really been a romance, honestly. It's been more like a drama, like a character drama than anything. Maybe that changes towards the tail end of the season. I mean, it was kind of leading in that direction, but I feel like for the most part this was like a character drama this first season of Ramparts of Ice, which I really did enjoy, especially Koyuki and Draft Boy, as I've always called them, like their chemistry, their dynamic. Also, her and her best friend, who also I feel like their chemistry. The one character, Minato, is the one that really is like maybe preventing me from putting this a bit higher, because like yeah, I still feel like he is an interesting character, but I feel like I don't know. I feel like we have yet to see like the best of him, and maybe that changes, towards the end of the first season, right?
I think
Or
you know
it's
what it is.
it's leading in a good direction, but like
It is.
you kind of know what it's setting up for, or at least it feels like the couples. I'm just not a fan of it personally. I've been saying that throughout the
I'm
podcast
just
as
saying,
well.
bro, you gotta understand. See what Nate's problem is that he doesn't know about like women and men being friends. Because Giraffe Boy and Koyuki have such a good friendship. And that's precious. They are such good friends, as evidenced by the most recent episode, by the way. They are so good together as friends that like it would almost be
So just
detrimental
force
if they
Minato in
did not.
there, who has no chemistry with her from what's been displayed.
No, Minato has chemistry. No,
I
no,
don't know. I don't know.
Miguel gets it. Miguel,
Bro,
you know. Oh my God, Vash, you know, you know.
Look, I'm actually caught up, so I can actually say shit. All
Yeah, you
right,
can.
I'm
And
actually
and
caught
the
up.
other, you know who I'm talking about, rage baiting me, right? That
Oh, but
fucking, you know who I'm talking about.
by the way, I hate how this series originally said episode 13 episodes, and then they come out with an extra fucking 14. It pissed me off. They changed that shit
Dude,
on analysts.
dude,
I'm like,
dude,
bitch, you
that
come out of nowhere.
bro, tell me you're not getting rage baited by the same character I'm getting rage
Oh,
baited
I
by.
hate that bitch. I hate that
I
bitch.
hate that bitch, bro.
That bitch gets
No,
me
the
tired.
worst part is her friend is great. Her friend
The
was great,
sister,
and then
the sister that got beat up.
the sister was okay, and then the sister dropped that second fucking line at the end of last episode
Oh,
to
yeah.
really fucking like put the dagger in Koyuki. It was like, oh nah, you can't do that to her, bro. Look,
Look,
I mean
it's
Nate,
so good.
that's kind of the thing
Minato
also.
It's
is
so
getting.
good.
Look,
You guys bring up
wait,
a good
you
point.
drop what? You pause what? Episode 6, 5? I
No,
think you
like
said right.
10.
Oh, so you have
Yeah, I
seen?
saw the one girl get
Okay,
introduced,
16.
the sister of the friend, and they
Okay,
introduced the brother of
so
the girl. I'm just like, okay, they're trying to make
okay,
these
so
other
no, no,
characters. That was the one thing that
no,
also
no, no,
irked
they're
me with this
not. No,
series.
no, no,
It was
no,
like
no, not.
he
But
likes
the brother's
her, she
good.
likes
No, no,
him,
no,
but
no,
but she
no,
trying to
Nate.
help him,
The
and he's
brother's
trying to help her,
chill.
and it was just like a whole. I know the brother's chill, but
I'm
I'm
not saying
saying the
I'm
way
not
the other
discounting that.
characters were seeing that. They thought they were reading more into it when it wasn't what they thought it was,
That's
and I'm just
because they're in
like,
high
Bro,
school.
that's
They think
teenagers.
yeah, but
That's
it
that
still
in high
irks
teenagers.
school,
me. It still irks
when you
me.
see when you see a new guy or girl, the first thing you're gonna think, new challenger approaches. And
Yeah.
that's what the first thing you're gonna think. You think, oh, a new opponent that you're about to fight. Oh, that's an old friend.
It
Their
still
friend.
irks
Hey,
me,
cool.
bro. Especially when
I get it.
he knew that it was freaking her brother, and that
No, we
they've
knew.
been
He
they've
didn't.
yeah, he did.
It
They
took her
told
a
him that.
No,
second.
he didn't. No, he didn't.
I
It did it.
swear
It
they
took her a
told him
second.
that.
He
No,
They
did
he
not.
didn't.
He did
no,
He
they
not.
was
broke it to
clueless.
him.
He
They
learned it
okay
at the end of the episode.
at first, yeah, but they did tell him, and he still felt some kind of way about it. That's what
Well,
I'm
now he
saying.
feels some type of way because it's like, oh, he's got the childhood friend angle. Ugh.
Yeah. And remember when Crash used to say the best friend angle was the best angle,
Yeah.
but then it never worked because of that reason.
Look. All I'm saying is, bro, if you're rage baited now, just wait. You'll be rage baited
Oh,
more.
trust me, you're gonna hate somebody.
Oh,
Oh, you're gonna
bro,
hate.
he's gonna hate the same person I hate.
And the
Is
first time that you hate, I hate too. I hate that bitch.
Yeah,
It's
bro,
like,
it's
bro,
gonna be a
and she
rage bait,
smiles
bro.
too.
He's gonna
Ah,
get rage baited, but for a different reason than we're rage baited. We're being rage baited because of a specific thing. He's gonna be rage baited by the whole situation. It's gonna be different.
hey, but chat, don't worry. We will review it next week because we will literally
Hopefully,
have to.
shit.
Yeah, because episode 14 is literally coming out just Thursday.
Yeah.
So don't worry. We'll talk about it since it's like week 1, last week, whatever. Chat, so we'll talk about it. But overall, I will give Rappers of Ice
I'm I'm
B.
solid A.
It's
I'm
B or
solid
A.
A.
I'm gonna go B or A.
You know what?
Let's
Yeah, I
I
said
got
Let's
you.
B,
meet in the
so
middle and give it an A.
Yo, babe.
meet in
Let's
the
meet in the middle and give it an S.
whoa, meet in the middle.
Eh,
Babe, can you come quick second?
Oh, we gonna get a
Yeah, because she also did watch the show with me. So I'm
oh.
gonna quickly ask her real quick. I know you're gonna hate me, but come quick.
Tiene una pregunta.
He's like, oh my god.
Veamos usted.
Yeah, she is. She's
So
like,
what
oh
I
my
said
God, what
B.
did you
What
want?
did you say, Grum? A. And
I would
then
say S
Vash
if you
is
would let
Vash
me,
is
but y'all won't
between.
let me.
I say A or B.
Bro,
I say
you
A or B.
went from A or B
Wait,
to
you said
No,
S.
S?
I would put it in S, but you guys won't let me. That's the problem. Mine is
S
S.
is crazy, bro.
That's just,
Nah,
I
it's
don't know
S
about
for me, bro.
S is crazy.
For me,
He
it's
just
S.
he still want to stand on this better than polar opposites ground.
It is to me. It is no genuinely. Like y'all think I'm rage baiting y'all, and I'm just trying to get a rise out of y'all. This is better to polar opposites, in my opinion.
All right.
Like
Hi.
this has nothing to do with rage
quick
baiting
question.
y'all.
What?
The show that we watch on Netflix,
What
the Ramparts of Ice.
Yes.
Where would you rank it from
S
S, A, B, C, D? Where do you rank it?
What's SA?
S is like the best one. A, going from S, A, B, C, D. Just think of that. I'm saying A. Will you say A or
Like
B?
an out of 10 rating, what would she give it?
Or
Okay.
S.
Out of 10, what would you rank it? Out of the episodes we have seen,
This was
'cause
great.
we still have one left.
Yeah.
What would you rank it?
I'll rank it as 7.5.
At 7.5 is what she gave.
no. It
Alright,
looks
so
like
you
it's
guys
going
heard
in
it here.
A or B, right?
So it's an A.
Probably B.
It's an A.
Probably B.
We'll put an A.
Wait, no.
I'm
What did
okay,
you
low
say?
A,
What did you
low
say,
A.
Vash?
Me, I said B first, so I'm okay low A. I'm okay low A.
Yeah,
Alright.
we're okay with A meeting in the middle. Yeah.
Grandma's so
Low A,
scared right
yeah,
there.
low.
All right.
Hey, Chad, 7.5. We will
Yeah,
find out by next week
Anyway.
if that changes.
Again, because as I've been dubbed privately, the switch up, I'm gonna list a couple of things that we have dropped this season because that sounds fun. Was this one Ichiyoma Mankitsu Gurashi? That one was fun, but I'm gonna be honest, I just didn't want to watch it. So I dropped that. Mao, look, guys, don't crucify me. It was fun, but God, I would looked at every new episode. And I
I
was
dropped
like,
Mao
"Fuck,
too.
I don't want to watch that.
That author
I
just
dropped it.
that author just has to stop. I'm sorry.
Uh,
I'll be that
Chad, I
guy.
also dropped.
Y'all
I
are
also
living in
dropped
the
Mary Poppins.
past. Y'all are blinded by nostalgia. Like her stuff is just not good nowadays. I'm sorry. Wait, what? But that trailer for
Mary
Ranma
Poppins.
did look good though. The action in it did look good. The newest trailer for the new season, but yeah, I'm sorry. I did drop Mao as well. And I feel like the other things I did drop, it was more so because I was so far behind and
Yeah.
just couldn't be bothered. So like I did
Yeah.
end up dropping the Always a Catch one, which I did enjoy the first episode for that one, but that was the only episode I watched was the premiere. So like
Damn. Oh yeah. So you could take your time in
Yeah.
future because that's 11 episodes that you need to make time for. That's like a good 4 hours. You're like, is this worth it? Oh, it's a catch. Not that worth it to be like right away priority.
yeah.
Which is completely fair, right?
Yeah.
And then last but not least, the Food Diary of Miss Maid. It was a lot of fun.
That one I enjoyed a lot the first
looking at it,
episode. That was the only
but
episode I watched.
also there's some seasons where you don't need the fucking Demon King daughter one, and that's what that was. That was the Demon King daughter.
I feel like
one.
we didn't have like one of those.
Well, I think the
season.
Food Diary was that.
Yeah, which is for me, I'd be like, okay, I need that because if we don't have
Yeah.
that, like I feel like you got to have like one or two, which I do actually intend on finishing that one because I did enjoy the first episode quite a bit.
It was fun, but
I didn't drop
it's not
that one. I
something-
just paused it.
It's not something that I wanted to finish, to be honest. It was kind of clogging up my numbers, and I wasn't super into it. So I did drop that. So just laying out a couple of things that we dropped.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right, little intermission there. We can move on now to the Angel Next Door Spoils Me Rotten season 2, which
Bro, fucking D, bro, put it in D.
this
I don't
might
give a fuck.
actually be D tier. I'm not gonna lie.
Bro, look, there's
I probably
only
agree.
so much we can take of. Oh my god, you're teasing me again.
It was the same
Ah.
thing
The same line
every
every
episode, bro. They're sitting
Every
on that
episode.
couch. They're
Sitting on that
teasing each
couch,
other.
making
You think
out.
something's gonna happen, and they don't end up going. Like you think they're gonna get to home plate, but they
can I
don't get to
sleep-
home plate. Is like,
Can I
bro.
sleep with you
Oh
tonight?
my god, they get
Sure,
jealous
go
of each
ahead.
other in every episode.
But
I don't want any
but I
other
gotta
guys
keep my hands
looking
to
at you.
myself.
Blah blah blah. I'm like, bro, it's the same thing every episode, man.
Every
Like,
episode.
bro spits some like corny bars, like some
Corny
lines
bars,
while
the
sitting on the
corniest of
couch. They
bars,
kiss a little
bro.
bit. You think they're gonna, like I said, you think they're gonna get the home plate, but they don't. They like stop at like you could have got the home plate, but you stop at third or second. Like that was like this
Not even
series
third, bro.
every
At first.
episode.
It
At
is
first,
first.
pretty much, yeah. Every
No,
episode though,
not
it
pretty
was just
much. It is
copy.
always at
It
first.
was like copy and paste every episode, man. Like, I mean, I will say the content maybe that did stand out to me the most was like the stuff with his parents and stuff like that. Like I did like some of like the conversations that were had like with his parents. I did actually enjoy that content. Like in terms of like because that was a big kind of like a bigger plot line with this season was like Mahiru's father and even like his parents and there was like some stuff with them like in terms of that content in comparison to the second prettiest girl like I probably did enjoy that in comparison more in Angel Next Door but that was like it like content wise like dude, it was the same thing every episode, man. It was just getting very annoying. Like, and like Graham said, you can only take so much like sweetness, right? Because everybody's like, oh, it's like the sugar overdose, right? Like so much, but it's too much, man. Every episode, they're on that damn couch every time. They're teasing each other.
I
They're getting
won't touch
jealous
you.
of each
I
other.
want you to
They're
touch me.
uh
But if I touch you, I know I can't hold back, and I want to hold back until I can provide for
yeah,
you, man.
it just got super repetitive and annoying to me.
Yeah, but do you not see me that way? I want you to touch me. I can't do that. I want you to wait for me. Ugh,
Yeah, dude, it's yeah.
I can't
I'm
wait.
totally on the same page with D tier.
Okay.
Very disappointing, honestly. To like,
D for disappointment.
yeah,
That's what that is.
D
yeah.
for disappointment. Now let's see
Sucks to say,
about
but
Bookworm. Is it B level?
Bookworm, I would say, yeah, I would say probably B tier for me, personally for this first. Because what this is gonna be 2 cores, right? Or there's another.
Well, Analyst is still adding numbers, so it seems like it hasn't announced like if it's a 25 or
Yeah, I don't remember
24.
if there was a leak
But
for this
There
one.
was an announcement. I think it's 25, but yeah.
okay.
Yeah, I'd say
Um,
B tier. Honestly, I feel like I've said it a lot as this season has went along. Like, and I get it. Like, it is kind of the point, right? Like, it's a huge adjustment for mine, and just that in itself is a very interesting thing to kind of tackle, right? Like, how her whole life essentially is like it's like a 180, you know. So I do find that interesting, but um, it's just like a lot of introduction to a lot of new casts, a lot of people she's going to be spending time around now. Um, I feel like the strongest content in this season for me was the stuff with the family from season 1, right? Like whenever they were incorporated, whenever they came around, whenever they were in that damn room that, the reserved room, like that was some of the like strongest hitting moments in this season. I feel like it's still like, yeah, you're solidifying this new cast, you're introducing the new cast, you're probably setting up a lot for the future. But I feel
Or
like
ignoring
that
setting
was
up
the
the big plot point of the entirety of this part until a random fucking mention of it randomly in the most recent episode because you couldn't be fucking bothered to put it at the beginning of the season where it should have been. Anyway,
oh.
so Chad, it sounds like Graham was
Graham
being
got some
annoyed about
problems
this
with the
adaptation.
adaptation. Yeah, a
So
little
let
bit,
us
little
know.
bit.
Talk
no,
to
no,
us.
no, 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 no,
Where
no.
would you
Stop,
put
hold up,
this?
Nate. You're 10 episodes in, right?
I
Can you tell
believe
me
so.
what this part is going to be about at all? Can you tell me anything about what this part is about? Like just a guess.
Can I tell you what this part is about?
Yeah, tell me. Right, because I'll tell you what the part is about.
I mean,
But what do you
from
think it's
what
about?
we've got, I mean, are you just saying like for the future, like what this?
No, I'm telling you, like what this part, this part, what it's supposed to be about.
I mean, I feel like it's pretty straightforward, is it not? Like her new status and right,
Right.
like
Right.
what comes
So
with
there's an
that, and
overarching plot for this entire season, and it's curing Mind's disease. You would never know that because it never mentioned it until the most recent episode.
oh, that is true.
Because if you guys didn't know, Mind, the reason she's not growing, because keep in mind, Mind is like 10 years old now. The reason she's not growing is because there's something wrong with her, which we learned at the very beginning of this season before she even like fully got made into a noble and got recognized and all that. Before she got baptized, Ferdinand had her stripped down and checked her body and figured out what's wrong with her. We saw that in the most recent episode, which y'all two aren't caught up to, but there is blockages in her body that is making it so she can't grow.
Mhm.
There is something physically wrong with her, and he found it out. This whole season is about him making a medicine to fix that in her. That's the whole point of this season.
Not from what it's been shown, which is crazy.
That's my point.
I definitely didn't know that, and I'm only
That's
four
my
episodes in.
point.
4 episodes in.
Yeah.
That's my point.
I mean, there's the
bro.
whole thing that like, oh, like, you know, she passed out that whole bit, but that
Like,
Yeah,
I
but
feel like
she's
the
done that
teasers.
already.
yeah, but she's done
Yeah,
that.
like, yeah, exactly.
But
I
they
feel
didn't
like
even
the
really make a
teaser
big
is
deal
supposed to be
about that.
aware.
Remember, like she passed out.
Yeah,
and
they
just
skipped the fallout of that, by
Yeah,
the way, because
yeah.
that was a teaching moment for her brothers. Yeah,
Bro, we were so mad about that. I remember when
We were
me
like,
and
bro,
Graham
y'all
did
just
a
moved
reaction,
on. Like, wait, what? Y'all didn't say anything about that. Like, what?
and then I think like a few episodes later, they mention it by a glare or a glance of the brother just staring here, like, you guys have treated me that way, and they just walk away. I'm like, wait a minute, so that's all? That's fucking all? You're just gonna brush that over? But nope, that's fucking it. So, Graham, the one that's fully cut up and can actually give us full thoughts,
I say
other than
B
the
from
B.
yeah. I'm
Yeah,
at
B. Me, I can't give too much thoughts, check, because I only seen 4. So I'm gonna let more name Graham give thoughts on that one. But Graham, you agree with the B, A, S, F, D?
I think a B is harsh. I think I'll probably give you B, but like it.
bias aside, novel
No,
aside,
it's not even
just
that.
from
I
the
think
anime.
it is a good adaptation, all things considered. It is significantly better than the previous adaptation. There's so much that they're covering that they would never have covered if what was it called Aja, whatever the hell the
Aja
other
Do or whatever the
Aja
studio.
Do, yeah.
Yeah.
If they had continued doing it, it would not have been nearly this good. Wit clearly is showing love to this series. Um, the fight scenes which we have started to get now are pretty good. Like this, it's a good series, and I think you're pretty hung up on that. It doesn't feel the same, but I think that is like you
I mean,
said.
it's kind of the point,
That's
yeah.
the
But
point.
Here's the point, yeah.
Like you're supposed to fill this disconnect. You're supposed to want to be in that room. You're supposed to want to talk to the lower people, but she can't anymore.
I
And
just think I don't feel
that's like
strongly towards
that's
the
her
new. Like
journey.
a lot of it has been like set up and introducing a lot of the new cast and stuff like
Right.
that. And I just feel like I haven't
And
been. I'm not sold
you
on the
won't
new cast
fully
yet. I'm not fully
yeah,
invested in the
and
new cast or
to be
like yeah.
completely honest with you, you won't fully be invested in most of the new cast because the one person in this season that you will get invested to isn't going to be around much after this season. So like you're like it it's supposed to feel like not right
Right.
because it isn't right.
Okay.
Um so you're not going to feel close to a lot of the characters until part 4 because that's the point. Like straight up
Mm.
that's the point.
And who knows, we might feel different as well after the next 12 episodes in this next core as well, how things get the rest adapted.
I
We
don't
might feel different for the end of the summer season.
So what? Low
maybe.
A or high B?
I mean, I'll give you B. I'll give you B because like at the end of the day, um, I have my own biases and I want it higher, so I'll give you B.
All right.
Alright. Chat, let's get on to Doro season 2. And I'm the one that could actually talk about because I actually have finished it.
That is true.
Graham and Nate haven't finished it. And
I
I will
need to
say
finish
this.
it so bad, dude. I've heard so many
From my
good things, man.
I've
personal
heard
list,
nothing good about this. It's a bad series.
That's the cap.
from my personal list on analyst, I have it as an 8.5. It's a very solid, enjoyable. The opening is great. The ED is great. The ending still gets you angry of why you had to cut it off there. You can't wait for it to return. But at least season 3 already got announced
Thank
earlier
God.
this time around, so I'm very happy
Dude, the
about
gap
that.
between
Oh,
season 1 and season 2, man.
yeah,
Good thing
and
we don't have
hopefully
to wait
season
that long.
did season 3 have a year yet? No, it doesn't have a year. It just says that's coming out. So that's at least something. I would say that I would give it in B tier. There's a couple things that I had gripes with the direction they went with a couple things, but overall, the power system is good. The characters
The
is there.
mystery.
The
Yeah.
mysteries. Oh man, don't even. Oh my god, the mystery shit pisses me off. But not in a bad way, chat. It makes you question of what's telling truth and everything. And also, bro, the don't believe in a god because that god could kill you and eat you up without you even knowing, man. That's what I'm saying. If you
Y-
know the last episode, that shit hurts, man. That shit hurts. If you know what I'm talking about, it shit hurts. Don't believe in a god. Don't believe in a leader because you can't trust them. You don't know. Anybody
Damn.
could come back and bite you. That's all I'm saying, Chad.
Damn.
Like, Doro Doro, watch it with your libations. That's all I'm saying. It's fun. That opening is great.
I feel like Doro Hedoro, like I've only watched like like I said, I need to it throwing out all them episodes at first kind of
I
screwed me.
know.
I'm not gonna lie.
I know, Turco.
Yeah, but the thing with this series is like it comes across as so wacky and hectic, like on the surface, but then it hits you with like some like surprisingly like deep kind of like it hits you in your
So much
feels
deep
type
type of
moments.
meanings.
Yeah, and then you're just like, fuck, man. Like it's because you're having just such a fun time with the cast and with how crazy it is, and just like you're always going like, what the, but then like it hits you with stuff like that, and it kind of throws you off a bit. So like
You
I've
know,
always just appreciated it for that. But
it's
yeah, I've
like
heard nothing but good things about this season. So I need to definitely
you
get on that.
you want to hate N, but
Yeah,
throughout the season, like you see,
but
not
you
see the
can't.
good side,
You just can't.
but
You can't hate the
he has
man.
like you see the family. He gave me a bit of Scarface vibe, if that makes sense. Like him building his own empire to even within the slums. You gotta beat people to have them work for you, like that type of Scarface vibe. And then you build an empire. It's like I will give that compliment,
Mhm.
and it's like a Scarface, and I'm okay with that compliment. I thought on the spot, and I'm okay with that. I let it sit on it, and he's there.
All
I
right.
recommend to anybody. Watch the Herodoro. It's good, enjoyable, and as a binge, is enjoyable too. I enjoyed the binge too, as a dub and sub. Both were nice to be entertained by.
Hell yeah. All right. So B tier for Dorohedoro season 2. Next up, we have 100 scenes of Awajima, which was one before this season. Like in the stream, I said that I called this one as like one of my like potential sleepers or like dark horse series, and I feel like it could have been like this series is a huge case of like what could have been. I feel like there was a lot of potential with this series, and I feel like it kind of like for me it struggled with, I guess, like the format of it. Like I feel like why I couldn't really get into it is because like you're bouncing around from like time period to time period and from story to story and from character to character. That was one thing we said throughout a lot of the season. I know Grem said it a lot, like who is even the main character, like is there even a main character in this series? um that was like a common joke throughout a lot of this series, but I feel like there were like a handful for me, like of select stories or like, content in this season that I did like quite a bit. But then also on the flip side, there were like episodes or like segments like of episodes because like sometimes it was split like half and half. There were some segments I just couldn't really get into. And I feel like like it's a bummer because I feel like, for like I said, what could have been, I feel like um I don't know if it was structured differently. Potentially, I could see myself, ranking this a lot higher. But I feel like for me, I'm in like the C tier range. I feel like right, kind of average in the middle is like where I'm at because like outside of the content and things like that, like it has a beautiful presentation. It looks really nice. It has one of my favorite OPs of the season. Like it has a lot of strong visual, animation aspects, presentation, and things like that. But I feel like the content is, what's really holding it back a bit from being higher up. But like I said, there are still some standout like moments and little stories here in this series, but like the structure, I feel like is what's preventing me probably from putting it higher. So I would say C tier personally. For me, I would say probably below the second prettiest girl. I enjoyed it more than Angel Next Door. I'm not even gonna lie. I definitely enjoyed it more than that because like content wise, it like how could you get any worse like than this? Because I mean, like, what was the content? I don't know. How do you feel though, Grim?
I mean, bro, did not. I've had my gripes with that show so much, dude. I really didn't enjoy it. Like, I enjoyed the episodes I watched. Part of them, there were stories that I just could not care about.
Fair.
There was the fact that it was a jumping between times, and like if it wasn't jumping times, I think I could be fine with an ensemble cast, but it kept jumping through time periods. I didn't know where
Like
we
who
were
was
half the
who?
time. I didn't know
Who?
when we were. I didn't know who was who. There was one scene, I swear to God, we were with the daughter of one of the characters, and then we were with her great aunt or something. It was like, why does this matter? What is it? Just this story is not cohesive whatsoever. It wasn't enjoyable. I couldn't get invested, and like it was a character drama, which really devastates me because I love character drama. I just couldn't get invested in the characters.
Mhm.
Like they did not give them enough time, and again, in retrospect, that's my own fucking fault. The name of the story is 100 Scenes of Awajima, so it's 100 different stories of this place. And if I had known that before, I never would have even touched it, because now it's just frustrating,
I feel like
'cause I
sometimes
wanted it to be good.
I feel like sometimes it did work, like because like there were times, like you said, yeah, when they're jumping across different times, you're seeing, future
Right.
generations, and like, yeah, it's just
Then the past
sometimes it
generations,
didn't work, but I feel like there were times also in this series it did work, where I was like, okay,
like
that
the
was
one with the
actually like,
teacher,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
oh, that
exactly.
teacher was kind of a
Yep,
bitch, but like
yep,
you see her pass and it's like, oh, she was more of a bitch before. She's actually really nice now.
yeah,
You know?
yeah.
Like, I don't know. I get what you mean. It's hard for me if I can't get invested in the characters. If I don't look at a character and I recognize that character as who they are, right?
Mhm.
For the entirety of like the third episode, which is the episode I dropped it, I was like, wait, who's who? Do we know any of these people? Like, is this relevant? Like, there was so much of that episode that I think we watched it together, right? I was like, I don't know who these people are. What's going on? Who is that?
Mm,
And that's bad. Like, you can't have someone going, who even is that?
yeah,
Every time a character's on screen, because that's what I was doing. I was like, I don't know who that is, and maybe
I can
that's
just
because
tell
I don't.
we may get a comment
Yeah.
down in the comments like, oh, just say you
You
got
don't read
low
good enough.
IQ, low IQ.
Low IQ, no fucking common sense. You're not reading. No reading comprehension. Fucking shonen tards, meatheads. Maybe, but
Hey,
this.
it's not just him saying this. To be fair, like I literally was just saying the same thing. So I mean, if maybe it
It
could be
hurts,
towards both of us, I guess. But I don't know. Just know
honestly,
he's not the only one saying this. Like he's if he was the only one, then maybe you could be like, oh, low IQ. Like what the fuck are you talking about? But like he's not. I mean,
We
he's
have
not the only
another
one I've heard
mutual
saying
friend.
that. There's other people who've said
Yeah,
the same
we have
shit.
another mutual
Yeah,
friend that loves to talk to us about what is going on seasonally. And even they were like, yeah, it's really good, but like the stories, I don't
yeah,
God, it's annoying sometimes.
yeah. That's why I'm like, man, I feel like if this would have been a more like linear kind of structure, I, I just like I said, I just feel like this series had a lot of potential, like content wise,
Yeah.
but I just feel like it missed that mark. I could definitely have I could have saw myself putting this like a lot higher, but that's why I'm like around the C tier. Like it sounded like you maybe want to put it in D, and I would be fine with that. Like
Bro, bro,
but I would
honestly, I'd put
I
that shit
s-
in F.
F damn.
Like
I
I
would put it
dropped.
ahead of Angel Next Door. Okay, so if you're gonna say F and I say C, we could put it at the top of D. Is that cool? Because like, I mean, come
I
on, like,
I bro, you know what? I think I kind of prefer the freaking, oh my
Angel next
god,
door.
I want to touch you. Touch me. Please
yeah,
touch
man,
me.
yeah,
Over, who is that?
yeah,
Why
man.
do I
Now,
care?
I mean, I said C,
I'm gonna.
you said F. We can compromise.
I
Hey,
We'll put
mean,
it
you
in D.
got you
fair
got
enough.
me halfway, but let's talk about another adaptation. Ace of Diamond. not having a full core or season.
It has
It's just
another
one
core
core.
coming,
Which wasn't announced
yeah,
anywhere.
which wasn't announced until the
so-
end of the part. Which I
yeah.
saw the new visual that they put out with Miyuki and Mei, which I love the new visual, by the way. But I saw that visual and I was like, they just release a visual for the end of like for the final episode or whatever,
final
and then
episode?
after the fact, it's like, oh, there's another core coming in the fall. So yeah,
So hey, a full you know
a
what?
full core for the
12
match.
episode
Hey,
For the match, I ain't gonna begrudge you.
Yeah.
You know.
yeah. But as for
Um,
this second season of Act 2,
I think it's
this may be the weakest insert in Ace of Diamond, bro, so far.
like, but they did new visuals, Nate. They didn't reuse the same visual every
That
single
can only
time
get you so
Tyler
far,
would
you know.
But no, it gets you pretty far, bro. Do you know how much I hear? Dude, I have friends that are like, man, I really love Ace of Diamond. The manga is great, but holy shit, it's the same visual over and over and over and over again for every
Mhm.
pitch. And it's like, you're right. Why did you point that out to me? Now I hate you. But like, bro, they use different visuals, dude. They use different hitting visuals, bro. Dude, bro, B at least, maybe higher.
No, I would
A,
agree with
Oh,
B. I would agree with
so
B.
I'm down with A, honestly.
I don't know if
but-
I'm down for A. I don't know though.
Okay, but I'll give you that B.
I'm cool
but
with. B I'm definitely cool with.
above Doro, mid
no,
Doro.
no.
Above
See,
Doro,
I
mid
can't
Doro.
speak on
I would just put it above Doro, mid Doro. Come on,
Doro Midoro.
Doro, mid Doro. Yeah.
I don't know, man. I can't really comment on Doro Hidoro, so
And I can come in at 8, so we're stuck on a
Yeah.
standstill here. So let's
Fine.
put
It's
it
above
back.
Bookworm. No, I'm joking.
I mean, I'm
never.
cool with that too.
I would
shit.
never. I would never.
Put his back. Put his back behind the
Okay, so
No,
you
put it
won't
above-
you won't
put
get
it
it above Bookworm, but you can't take 2 dubs here. You know, you can take the one. It won't be above Bookworm, but it won't, you know, it won't be above
that. You know,
Doro Doro.
but let's go back to high school though, and let's check out the classroom.
Class with Elite
I'll
this
be elite.
4th season. Grem, I remember, had pretty high praise for this season. At least the last time we talked about it.
Oh boy.
Where you put it? A, B, C, D, or F? As
God, this
ass.
season has so much going for it. Koenji shows out. Bro, which is nice. There's
It sounds like just one thing.
there's a full test. There's this subplot going on with all the first years trying to get Ayana Koji eliminated. There's teachers out here outright brawling with Ayana Koji, like trying to get him expelled. There are so many subplots going on, so many deals in the background, people changing classes left and right. Ayana Koji seeding a love affair with another character. He's gonna cheat on his girl already. There's so many things going on this season, bro. And there's not one but 2 White Room assassins that we know of. Like, and there's another subplot, bro. This season, bro. Honestly, this shit's. I gotta give it an A, bro. This shit was
Damn.
up there, bro.
Okay.
Honestly,
I can't even dispute it or anything because I.
Would you
haven't-
put it better than Rampage of Ice?
No, I mean Ramparts.
I mean, he was gonna put
okay,
Ramparts
but-
in S. We had the compromise for that one. So.
Oh, yeah,
yeah,
sure,
I
that's
would have
true.
put that in S. Yeah,
That's true. That's true. My
Um,
apologies. All right, cool. All right. Hey, I didn't know Classroom Elite was that high. Copy, respect.
It's good. I love it, man.
Hey, I love that. Support that.
Talking
The
about
top
another
10 is
thing
a
he
slime.
he
Season
loves.
4, core 1 out of 5 cores. Chat.
Where he at,
I'm
man?
B tier.
You say
You
B?
think B?
B.
I agree.
I agree.
I agree.
Yeah,
This
I
is like
agree.
this is like the
I
most.
thought we were gonna have to fight you on
Yeah.
that one, bro.
I'm kind of
Damn,
surprised.
Guys, hey guys. You know, at the end of the day, we are content creators. We are critiquing. As much as I would joke around, I'm gonna be honest. We just a tier list as a group. Come on, guys. Have better regards than me, motherfuckers. God damn.
I
Yeah,
thought we were
we're
gonna have
ready
to
to
fight,
fight
bro.
me. Yeah, we're
I mean,
ready
the
to
way you
fight me
talk
square
about
up.
this, bro, privately, I thought we were gonna have to duke it out. Honestly,
Damn, y'all didn't have high expectations of me. Shit.
I did not have faith.
Damn, I feel salty a bit.
The first one, I think we're
No
all
faith.
in
No faith.
agreement on, probably. Or
Yeah,
like
like to be honest,
consensus, B.
without being like without trying to be concise or anything, I would say Doro as a core was better than Slime as a core. Just speaking as
See, I
core
gotta
wise,
disagree with
storytelling.
that. I gotta
No,
disagree with that.
You can't.
just of course, but just being constrictive of storytelling and pacing and what we were building up. Doro was more consistent and more of building what's next and
You know,
everything.
you know what it is for me. I think if next week's episode came out this week, I think I'd put it in A. Because we're finally going to get the rest of the supercars introduced next episode. So
Oh, is it what I DM you? Is that what we're getting the rest of Diablo people?
yeah. There's a specific class of people he only names supercars. We're
Okay,
getting the
copy.
rest of the supercars.
So, oh, that's awesome. But hey, we have Gaia for anybody that saw Slime episode this past Friday. We got Gaia, fucking cute. Cute. That's all I can say. At first, I'm gonna be honest. At first, I thought it was ugly, but then I just had to look at it a couple times. I'm like, you know what? It's cute. I don't know why I was kind of mean when I
Gaia's
first
got
looked.
some bug eyes, bro. Don't even trip.
All right, thank you. Not just me then, because when I first look at, it, I'm like, you're not as cute as I thought you would be. Like, I just felt like he was just a bit ugly. I don't know what's that. But
I
yeah,
mean,
B tier.
Gaia is a fake soul reincarnated of a reincarnation of a fake soul of a baby created by the leftover power of her dad.
What the
Kind of.
When you speak a bug, yeah, that's exactly what Gaia is. Yeah, you literally, yeah. I can't break it down more perfectly. I feel like you literally said it to the T of what Gaia is, a million dragon. Wait, so is Veldor the uncle still?
Yes.
Huh, that's gonna be interesting dynamic when we
Actually,
see.
Veldora would be more like the brother, because
Right?
because Gaia's not the dad's child. It is the rest of his essence into the.
But since it's a reincarnated of the essence of the reincarnate after has been reincarnated a couple times
No, no,
and the
no, no, no,
leftover.
no, no. That's not that. It is the dad's essence put into a friend that got corrupted, was sealed, got unsealed, got killed, got revived, got tainted, got purified, and most of the soul wasn't there. So it's a reincarnation of that whole process. So it's a tainted, repurified, tainted, sealed half of the soul into a new soul, which is half fake, which is mostly given power by her naming it, which it's very complicated and convoluted. You'll start to realize the rest of this season. I'm gonna explain a plot point for you guys during this season later, and you're gonna look at me the same way Nate's looking at me right now. What? Huh?
So yeah, B tier. We all agree. It's
Yeah.
fun. Can't wait.
B tier, it's just good old slime. It's not
Yeah.
getting
It's
into
good
the
old Slime,
real
exactly.
meat. I feel like at least where I was at, like episode 10 or 11, like Maribel just kind of like a lol like villain. Nobody really takes her seriously. At least I didn't throughout this. I mean,
I don't know, man. Maribel was dope, especially when she got a fist through her chest. Anyway,
And
um,
Granville literally about to do
Granville, who's
something,
that?
maybe. Oh yeah, who is that?
Who's that? What?
yeah, this was like, yeah, it wasn't like the
Oh,
best
oh, no,
of the
funny,
best slime
man.
content, but it was still solid enough. Yeah,
Well, let's
I
talk
don't
about
have.
some good content. Some Wisteria 1 and Sword got announced season 3 already. We got season 2 with 12 episodes, a completion of our boy finally entering the tower, finally not able to join her in her own fucking faction. And all the fucking students that are able to join the faction are now able to be having a side mission A, finding the traitor.
Can we just talk about how Originally, they said if you get more than one person who wants you, you can select your faction. And he selected his faction, and Zayo says, "Fuck that! Nah, you're mine." What? Hello?
Bro, you know the
Bro,
rules.
I said I deny your choice. What?
I love how he asked him right after, like, just don't hurt her no more. If not, I'll fight you and beat you. I'm like, did you not see him? Did you not see him literally go toe to toe to your own best friend, your own crush?
I want you to understand that if those two teamed up, they could probably kill everyone in that room.
Zil and Will, or Zil and
Will and Elfaria.
oh, I believe that. I believe that. I
They're
believe
the
that.
wand and the sword, bro. That's what
I
the
would
whole
hope
story
so.
is about, is those
Exactly.
two.
Exactly. I believe that 100%.
They are the prophesized ones. What do you mean? This is
100%.
like saying Harry Potter wasn't gonna be Voldemort. Like, come on, we all knew. Like, come on.
I'm curious of the show.
Spoiler alert.
So what? They're still
Harry
not. They're
Potter
still.
wins.
They're still not together by the end of this season.
I mean, they're together, but not
Well,
really.
Ah,
yeah,
It's complicated.
of course it is.
they the road
They
to
do. They
Ice
both
Wing,
love each other and they want to be dating and fucking and all the things.
100%.
But
Elfie's fucking handsy as fuck. She's
Elfie's a
jealous
hoe,
too.
bro. Elfie doesn't care about what she's got going on, bro. Her whole entirety is like, "Where's Will? Will, bro." She be laying in bed with the plushies of Will finger, bro.
Oh,
She
like
wants
Orihime.
Will, bro.
Yeah, yeah. No, I think
No, no,
worse. I
no.
think
She's
worse.
actually stronger. She's actually like worth a shit. Orihime is just Kurosaki.
Hey. That's the anime. Manga is better version of Orihime. Let's just speak a
No, it's
fact
not.
about that.
No, it's
That's
not.
not for you.
No,
Hey,
it's
hey,
not.
let's not.
Yeah,
Let's not Bleach talk.
yeah.
That next season, champ. Trust me, we'll be talking
Next
about
season.
Bleach, and I'm sure we'll be arguing about that very soon in 5 weeks. In 5 weeks, I'm sure. But with story, honestly, B tier. Actually, B tier.
I'm cool with B tier.
I'm good with C tier. Yeah.
Honestly,
I'm good with B tier. I'm good
above
with B tier.
slime.
Mm,
Oh,
I don't know if I'd put it above slime, but
yeah, I don't know if I'd put it above slime.
Okay, I'll put behind slime then.
I'm cool with that. I just think the thing that irks me with this is like, I've talked about it, is that it feels like how much more does
Danmachi?
Will how much more
Oh.
does Will continually have to do? Like, I feel like he's continually proving people wrong. He's
You've
continually
seen Danmachi, right? You've seen.
he's
know.
continually and he just keeps getting like kind of shit on. It's just like, nope, you know, we said
No,
we said if
no.
you got here, you know, you could be like,
Well,
you know,
he got respect now. Like he's good now. Like in this,
yeah,
like
has he?
he's good now. No, he's good. He got respect.
I
from
feel
his
like he had
friends.
everybody's respect after the whole festival shenanigans, and then it just didn't even matter still.
Hey,
but-
but now even Julius or him are friends. Even Sion and him threw like a giant phoenix and bird at him just out of celebration because they're great friends. Colette was about to say, "Can you fuck me too? Can I be part of your harem?" So girl was ready.
I'm cool with B tier. B tier. I'm cool with that.
Okay,
All
so
right.
let's get
Next up,
into-
this is a Grem right here. The Warrior Princess and the Barbaric King. The only thing I've seen from.
No.
Oh wait, you've
This
watched
is
this,
the
Miguel?
thing.
Oh, okay.
I'm here too.
And
Okay.
I'm here
and
too. I'm
Vash.
here.
Okay.
I'm here too.
The only thing I've seen
Talk
from this series is the dude's meat. So
Literally,
Yeah.
I believe that was Grandma Nugget that posted it in the group chat right there. Like
that's
say
the
like
only
that.
thing I've
No,
seen from
not
this
even
series.
in the
bro.
group chat. In the straight up the off the binge chat.
Oh yeah, in the
Like,
team chat.
they're
you did.
like so.
She
we
wanted
had
me to
two
use that
chats.
for a thumbnail.
We
Yeah.
did. Yeah, that'd have been a good thumbnail.
I think we did actually, and we put Grandma on top
did.
of. We did, right?
No, we
It,
thought
or that
about
was
it.
like an idea. Yeah, that was an idea.
That was an idea. We made a thumbnail with that, and then Nate said, "Nah, come on, we can't do that." So we ended up doing something else. So anyway,
tier?
Yeah, let's not
Go
spend
on.
too much time on this one.
I'm gonna go A tier, bro.
80.
Hey,
This shit was actually kind of popping, dude. The
good opening.
romance
Okay,
hit,
look. Good
the
opening
romance
here.
hit, the fighting hit, the learning about the new places and like the story hit, the like coming to accept the whole thing, the whole dragon shit that just recently happened, the whole
yeah.
bro Nate, bro, the mecha that was out there, bro. Nate's got some Gurren Lagann shit
What
going
is
on in
going
there
on in this
too,
series? What?
bro.
Yo, that last episode got me fucked. Yo, his reaction was like, hold up, bitch, you could talk the whole time? Huh?
Yeah,
His reaction was like, we have known you for all these years. You never said like, nah, bro, because I just been chilling and I want to test you. And I'm like, God, and bro was just licking like, but I'm gonna head out because this shit's hurting now. All right, I'm
this
gonna go
shit
sleep.
hurts. Y'all fucked me up. Wait, but
I
if
love
you
when
could
the
have
fairy
talked, why
comes
wouldn't
in
you talk to
too.
us to begin with? Well, I wanted
I
to
love
make
when the
sure you
fairy
were
comes in
not
and just
pussy.
dips.
Yeah, he dips. Later.
The fairy just comes in like, I just came to be Google Translate and then leave. I'm out.
Dead ass.
You know what?
You said C. Graham said A
But
at first.
I can't debate Graham. Graham gave all good thoughts, and I have my review for this. Did they give me a ranking for this? You know what? I actually give it a ranking. Well, let me give me a second. Let me give it a ranking. I don't think I did. See. Enjoyment. You know what? I'll give it to A as well with Graham.
My
He,
God.
he ain't wrong. He ain't wrong about it. He gave everything right.
How come this one didn't get mentioned for biggest surprises of the season then? My God. Surprise y'all.
Because
No,
quite
this was
frankly,
never talked about. This was never hyped. This was
this
I've
one
never heard a
wasn't a
peep. I just saw
sleeper
the
for
guys
me.
meet.
This wasn't a sleeper for me because Neko, the first thing she talked to me about was this series. It was the first thing she said.
I'm
And
just kind
I
of
tend to not
yeah.
argue with Neko's opinion. She's often right unless she's talking about some soda drink, which is the worst fucking anime we've ever watched. Honey lemon fucking mid, bro. What is that shit?
That's true.
She's most of the time spot on, and this anime was really good.
Yeah,
Like
this was enjoyable. Like, I can't knock Graham. He literally gave good points. He checked off the boxes. He gave good reason why this should be A tier, and I can't knock it. Like, he's not wrong. I gave it C because I just felt like this was the right point. But he gave good check boxes. Right now I have it as an 8.5. I feel like it could be low A. I'm okay with that. Like, it's really good, really enjoyable. The OP was good. I didn't skip it. I'm curious to see if we do get season 2. I will look forward to it because she said that she wants to change her actual country. And now we find that the king might be crazy. The king might actually be the bad guy. He's a bit, a bit delulu.
Oh, I'm surprised by that one. I mean, I haven't watched it, so I can't say shit, but I am surprised. All right.
Now let's get into the shout out to Only Grim will give the recommendation because we get a part 2 for the fall season. So I'm happy about that because it gives me time. Let's go. It gives me 12 weeks to catch up. Let's go.
Mission
Yo
Yozakura Family Season 2.
Zakura Yozakura family.
Part 1.
I like Yozakura family. It's really good. But I think Yozakura family is consistently at the same level all the time. I think it's. Can you scroll up real quick?
Yeah.
I think it's a
C tier.
B.
Oh.
I think it's a B, and I think it's above Slime
Hmm.
because of consistency. I think it
Okay.
was consistently overall more enjoyable.
Okay. That's
I
a
never
shot.
look. I never once looked at this and said, "Oh, I gotta watch this."
It's
Whereas
great.
Slime, I was like, "God, I fucking hate Maribel. Can we just kill this bitch already?"
Well, she did get good at it already, so bye to Felicia.
Thank
Bye,
God.
Felicia.
All right.
Right.
Welcome.
Ruma-kun.
You know what? Put it right next to fucking Yozakura. Right there.
We're letting Grem take 2 above Slime, bro. That's crazy,
I'm okay
man.
with it. And Rumikun is awesome. And Yozakura is awesome. I can't knock it. I'm happy. I'm genuinely happy that Graham is giving Rumikun a shot. He is enjoying it. He's the only one watching it. Watkins is happy when I tell him my updates that hey, Graham did this about Rumikun. He's like, yo, I'm proud. I'm awesome. So to me, as a fan and also as a friend, I'm okay. He's putting above Slime. I know Slime was good. It's still solid, but I know Rumikun is very enjoyable. It's
I'm gonna be honest. There's one thing about slime that just makes me unable to put it above some of these series, and it's straight up. Where's my boy, bro? Where's Zegion? When are we gonna introduce Zegion? He's an important character in this upcoming arc. Where's Zegion? Give me Zegion! Where's my beetle? Sorry, anyway, continue.
Legion. I'll see you soon.
Yeah, maybe he should have already been there. He was in Slime
So
Diaries.
his issue
Watch
with
Slime
is with
Diaries.
something
It's the
that
only fucking
was
time
not
he's
in the
there.
anime.
It's the only time he's fucking been there. He's there. He's a very important character. He's the second strongest person under Rimuru in the fucking kingdom. Like the
Oh.
only person stronger than him is fucking Rimuru and the dragon. Like he's up there. Benny Maru, more like fucking 30 Maru, fucking pussy ass. Get down, because Zegion would clap his cheeks.
Oh.
Like, bro, like it's not even, bro. I'm just saying, where's Zegion, bro? Like, he's an important character. He should already be a floor guardian. Like in the fucking dungeon, he's one of the guardians of the dungeon. He's the boss of floor 99, bro. He's the guardian of the door that when you go in and you beat it, you go to fucking Veldora. He's that guy.
So Nate,
He's
so you
the
heard?
last. Anyway,
In slime in this core, we might be meeting a guy Zengra.
maybe,
We might.
maybe,
We might.
maybe.
Maybe,
Who
you heard?
knows? He hasn't
just
been
once-
fucking introduced in the entirety of the series.
Not just
You know
twice.
that honey?
Not just three
That
times.
honey's from his girlfriend, fucking Obito. Where's Obito? We ain't seen Obito. What the fuck, man? We can't keep these important characters not in the story. They're fucking important
You
characters.
know what?
Anyway.
Talking about another light novel, let's just go straight to it. ReZero starting another world. Let's just get to it because
I don't know about that one,
granted-
Chief.
granted the switch up. So let's get to the next
Pass.
one. Let's go ReZero.
I
I'm
mean,
ass.
yeah, this is
Chat,
pretty
me
easy.
and Nate are
Right?
not cut up. I think. Wait, Nate, are you and me on the same?
I'm
He's
not
past
caught up.
episode?
I'm not caught up. I'm 2 episodes behind. I
Okay,
didn't
so
finish
we're
the
the
last
same
2
then,
episodes.
because
Not the same. He is 2 episodes ahead of you.
okay, because I'm 3. Because I'm 3 episodes behind. I'm on episode 9, so 9, 10, 11 is one I need to watch.
But yeah, easy. Even with me not finishing the last 2 episodes, easy
Yeah,
S
S.
tier still.
Yes.
Yeah.
I feel bad for my brother Super to go on round 2 of fucking
No,
remembering.
not
I mean-
Subaru. We talked about this. Not Subaru. We feel bad for Julius.
oh yeah, Julius too. Fuck. Sorry. No, not Julius and somebody else. Who was Julius and Ram? Ram. Yo, that shit hurt. Yo,
Yeah.
once you say like you gotta remember, because if you don't remember, who's gonna remember my sister? Ram.
Yeah, who's the only person that remembers and you don't remember? Damn.
Yo, Nate, you wasn't there during the stream, but fucking Julia's face when Subaru was like, "Hey,
Oh yeah,
guys,
when
I
he's
don't
sitting
know
at
who
the
I am."
table.
Well, he's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
"Fucking hell!"
You just see him in the
why?"
background. He's like, "Oh fuck, dude."
Bro, he's just like, "Fucking hell!" Out of all times, why?
Yeah.
Why?
As if the knife wasn't already freaking lodged in. They just shove
Last
it in
night he just
even
found out
deeper.
that she was like the person I've been supporting. I didn't know that it wasn't her, but my friend that I thought was my friend been hiding this information from me. Then 12 hours later, he fucking forgot his own memory. Fucking hell!
Yeah.
I felt so bad for Julius, man.
Yeah, but so many like standout episodes in this. Obviously the first one we had was like the episode 3. I feel like that was like an episode that really stands out to me, and then even like some of the episodes later that I'm like I said, I didn't finish the last 2 episodes, but obviously the whole content around Subaru and him starting over again, essentially, like in this situation, the worst possible like probably situation you could be in. Like it's way different than him, you know, like at the beginning of the series, right? It's way different because he's already established these relationships with a lot of these characters, and a lot of these characters depend on him. And now that it's been reset, it's a way different situation this time around, which is why I said although I'm not a big fan of Amnesia, you know, kind of plot lines and stuff like that, especially like with how much, you know, they get used kind of in this series. Like I said, if it would have been a different character, I probably would have like not really been a fan of it. But because it is Subaru, it makes it a lot more interesting. And that's like, as we've seen, like, right, I feel like the execution for it so far has been really good. So yeah, I'm
How's the action?
big fan
Nate.
of the direction and even what's been set up with the tower and a lot of the stuff around like the questions around Flugel and Subaru, and just like there's a lot of, I feel like, stuff in the background like that is there as well, kind of pending, you know. So
Hey, but the
what's up?
constellation as well.
Yeah,
to
yeah.
find the information that we knowing about it. But Nate, my question was to you: what's your theory of what's going on with Subaru? Why he forgot? Because Graham asked
I
me
mean,
like my own theory, like
I
what was
think
going on.
it has to be. I think actually the last time I spoke about ReZero, it was me talking about the gluttony and the character we met at the end of the previous season. I feel like that is who is probably behind it. Um, now, if there's different kind of, I guess, if there's other things that I also was bringing up Capella, right? That was also another character I was bringing up because of the fact that the blackouts that we are seeing from Subaru and how like obviously things were happening while he was blacked out. So it's like, who is doing that? Is it him? He doesn't know that he's
Yeah.
doing it. So that was my guesses, was like Capella, and then also my guesses were what was the character's name again that we met at the end of the previous season? Rui, was that who it was? I think that was the other sibling or whatever, the freaking triplet with gluttony
Oh,
or whatever,
the gluttony, yes,
the
yes,
blonde
on
hair.
the
Yeah,
yeah,
that was my guess, because why the hell would you introduce a new character at the end of the season, right? If they weren't gonna really be a main
true,
player
but
in the future, like
true,
maybe
but
not this. Yeah, go ahead.
it'll be hard to think of how could they do it when the last time we saw nobody was inside that tower until we know that Subaru went upstairs in the library. So like did somebody get in there, or do we know if somebody's hiding in the library for for Subaru,
Hmm.
like his memory to actually get erased from a gluttony?
Some of the other witches got to be involved, bro. That's all I'm like. I don't. That would be my only guess or answer, right?
Yeah, it's
Like
just like
I feel like a big player, right, has to be involved, right? For that to even, I guess, happen, be possible. Now I did also speak about this. I did get spoiled on someone who is involved in this, that I guess is like a bit from like a side content or something like that.
oh
It
shit.
has to do with like the birds and all that. I'm not gonna go into more detail, but I did get spoiled on a character that is involved. Now I don't know if that ties into what's going on here. Maybe not, but there has to be big players involved in this. Like if
Oh,
that is some of the witches and all that, then
are you are you talking about the doves, like the white doves that were outside that was around them? Are you talking about
yeah,
those doves that
there's something going on with the birds that I got
yeah,
spoiled on. That yeah.
I did mention that to Graham during my stream during the reaction, and I was telling Graham that I thought Julius was controlling them or using them because when he appeared, they went away. But I'm like, no, he has powers of spirits. He doesn't have powers of mana beings and entities. I'm like, how could he also control the birds? I'm like, who is it? There's also guiding um our Subaru and using the birds around the area. So I just couldn't think about it. I feel like there's something we've seen already,
They put a
but we
lot of
just don't
focus
know
on
that
the
they're
birds too. Like there's a lot of like
yeah.
close-up shots they put on. Like they obviously stress kind of focus that something is going on with the birds, and there is. I'm not gonna say it, but there is. And I don't even think it's gonna be revealed or shown in this, season or whatever, because like I said, I think it is something from like a side content or like a, I forget exactly what it was, but it's not like in the main story, I guess, or something. Maybe it is still canon, but yeah. Um But not,
Graham,
I am interested in the whole, like, there's obviously I don't know exactly what it is, right? But there's obviously something there with Subaru and with Flugel, and like how it ties in with Shala, and how it, like, even how
yep.
the tests and stuff like that, like, have been set up. Like obviously it was set up by someone who knows like the constellation, and knows a lot of the same things that Subaru knows, like from like Japan and from things like that. So like there's some like kind of connection there, but I don't know. Like I still can't 100% like put my finger on it. But yeah, there has to be main players involved here, like some of the other witches potentially. But like that would be my guesses for like what is, I guess, like how this happened to Subaru. But there's still a lot we don't know, right? Like yeah, it's just it's crazy, man. And
Really?
So
You
many
think
people,
Dr.
so
Bug?
many people have it tough right now. Subaru, obviously himself,
Yeah,
Graham,
I
Julius,
just
Yum. Yeah,
the best part about this is knowing what's going on, knowing that there's a couple of different things that have nothing to do with each other that are happening all at once, and seeing people. I mean, Nate, a couple episodes ago, right? I had you cook, I let you sit there and think through some things. We took like a good 10-15 minutes of you trying to figure out, get it sorted out in your head, and you came up with Capella and with the third gluttony that are probably involved, and that's a thought, and I love being here, knowing what's going on, and hearing these theories are great because at the end of the day, the one problem with like reading stuff like this is that I don't get to do that with you guys because I know. So I like to be able to let you and like try not to lead you on and let you cook because like at the end of the day, like where you're at, you have the pieces. You just don't know
yeah.
where
I
they
can't put
fit.
my
And it's fun.
finger on it fully,
Exactly, and
100%.
it's fun to see
Yeah,
you, try to figure it out, and maybe you have a couple of conclusions that are just correct. Maybe you're completely off base,
yeah.
but I can't wait to see what happens when we learn what those are and like what your reaction is to that. If you're like, I don't think I had all the pieces, or if you're like, fuck, I had every single piece, didn't I? Holy shit, I had everything. And so I'm a little bit in. I love doing that. I think there was one moment in particular that I was terrified if it would get right, and it was the Subaru blacking out, because that stuff happens quite a bit this season. He blacks out, and or like we're not shown him at the very end of that first day when he loses his memories. We're not shown what happens. That's relevant because what happens, he sometime between there he loses his memory, and in the novel they can omit things, right? They can just, and it's the next day, and I was worried that the anime wouldn't be able to do that, and they've done it flawlessly. I think it's really well done. I think the creepiness of the birds was established. I think the 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 terrifying prospect of what's happening to Subaru, waking up and shit happening around him that he doesn't remember.
Yeah,
I forget what episode you're on particularly, but did he have something carved in his arm already? Like
yeah.
there's okay,
That
yeah.
was at the
Like
very
him having
end. That was at
something,
the very end of the last episode I
yeah.
watched. Yeah.
He had something carved into his flesh. And you're looking at that going, and he sits there and goes, why does my arm hurt? Why? And he looks down, holy shit, like he's got shit carved into his body that he doesn't remember doing. Like there's so many things that are happening, there's so many mysteries happening. Like I said, there's however many plot points happening at the same time, and the anime is done really good at not giving us an answer to anything yet, but like being like, well, maybe it's this. Well, maybe it's this. Well,
Yeah.
maybe Subaru's Flugel. Maybe Flugel's another worlder. Maybe this was a bullshit test because who else could possibly know this much about fucking constellations? Honestly, how does Subaru know about constellations like this? The answer is, well, his name is a constellation, so he took to looking at constellations a lot. He doesn't go to school, so he likes to research constellations and shit. That's also how he's so jacked, because he works out every day, which doesn't make any sense, by the way, but we'll go with the otaku being able to work out because of logic, right? Anyway, but you know what I mean. Like there's so many things happening. I think, oh my god, one of the things that really hurt, we just watched the episode, me and Vash did, the the new Subaru. One of the first things he thought about during this horrendous time is, I never said bye to my mom, which is something we didn't get until season 2. with the real Subaru because he was stuck in this delusion and all of this, and it really shows that it really shows the progress that Subaru has gone through, and resetting him here is like interesting because like you're really looking at the stark difference between what 3 seasons of development gave this character,
Yep.
because holy crap, with old Subaru there's no hope.
Mm.
Not like, oh, there, maybe, no, there's no hope with old Subaru.
Yeah, what
He
what we
just
saw
he
in the
yeah.
like what we saw in episode 3, right? Like with the miasma and stuff like that. Like that could have just been Subaru throughout a lot of this series if there wasn't no development, right? Like like I
Yeah,
know the
yeah.
miasma was driving him insane and shit like that, but like throughout a lot of the shit we've seen in the season, if there wasn't any development, right? Like he would have been drove crazy, right, by a lot of the stuff that we saw transpire throughout the series, and we would have probably seen him do what we saw him do in episode 3, you know? Like that's just like a thing that could have happened, right? If not for the development. So yeah, it really does make you look back at the previous, seasons and say, wow, like look how far, Subaru has come. So yeah, I feel like it does put a lot of that into perspective for sure.
I agree.
So yeah, easy S tier, for sure. We're all in agreement on that. So yeah,
All right, let's go with our next few because we got a good 20 and less to continue ranking. So let's get to it. What's with this with the big titties?
Yawa Sensei. This is a one I think I watched like one episode of, 2 episodes. I do want to finish this one, but
This one,
this is probably like a
okay,
D or F tier if I had to guess.
bro, hear me out.
A tier, right?
No, fuck no.
Oh,
What? No. I think this might be a C tier though.
What?
Dude, it actually started hitting the romance, and like there was actually some like relatively good development too. Like
Crash
maybe
right now.
D
Somewhere's like,
tier,
yes,
maybe like
let's
top of
go.
D. Because I'm gonna be real, I looked forward to this more than I looked forward to fucking. Oh my god, touch me. No,
Hey, I'm not
I
even surprised by that, honestly.
want to respect you.
so C tier. All right.
It's
Um,
I don't know, man.
Hey,
I might
the
sneak it
ball's
into
in your
that C
court,
tier.
bro. The ball's in your
hey,
court.
you're the only one gonna speak on it. We gotta believe in
I
your
might
truth.
sneak it into C, but like I also don't think it's on the same tier as I made
Yeah,
friends with the second prettiest
fair.
girl in class.
So
So
how you
that's
see
what
this?
like
That's why.
maybe the top of D, honestly.
All right.
And you know what? Since we're on the Gooner shit, if we had I like big girls, that would
Oh,
also be up there. Yeah, I mean,
bro, no, the ending of Big Girls pissed me off though because I thought he was gonna, do the deed with his, but
but it's wait, who?
I.
Speak on it, brother. I didn't watch it because I read it.
What
You
you
know what?
think's
I
gonna
see his
happen
mouse.
doesn't happen.
You know what? I see his mouse. I think he's on the pink hair, big
Oh
titty
yeah,
girl on the
he
next
said
one.
more Gooner, and that was like the next one seen on
Yeah.
here. So
For that one, bro, honestly,
Mister's
I
Conan.
think that one's a C tier.
Bro,
No,
just
I
supposed to
think that
Gooners
one's
on
D tier.
C.
I
I'm
don't
about to say
know,
we should name
man.
C tier to G tier to Gooner tier. If
Fucking,
that's the
I
case,
don't know, bro. I don't know. Cause like Kanan was like
which bed are you
really
thinking?
mid. Kanan was really bad at the beginning, but then like it was really good episode 1, and then like really mid for like 4 episodes after that, and then like really okay by the end. So maybe D for her double D's.
Hey,
Hey, I
right?
mean,
Where do you want to put her double D's
I
at?
think Yo is above it. I will say
okay, all right.
Hey,
that's purely because of the amount of titties I got. Because
you
there
know
was
what?
5 different sets of titties that were on display all episodes. You know what I mean?
You know
Whereas we
what?
only got really 2
Real
in
quick,
the.
while we're in this Gooner segment, I'm gonna take I'm gonna take these right here.
Bro,
Marika's
wrong,
love
bro.
meter malfunction. It's bad, and in Goku Danchi Deviant
Bro, that's a
Apartment.
porn, bro.
Yeah, they're both an F tier. They're both really bad, but like the Marika one, like was kind of interesting. The whole like because the concept was that like each of the girls had like a love meter by them, and like depending on what was going on, like their meter either went up or down, and the one girl's like meter was like broken because she like loved the dude so much, but he took that as, oh, she doesn't like me or like she isn't in love with me, but in fact like she was just so in love with him that her meter was broken and stuff like that. um so yeah, I mean, yeah, they're both pretty bad. The other one in Goku Danchi like gave these MILFs like crazy transformations and putting the main dude who's like a Shota and the manager, of course, of the whole complex somehow in these very uh yeah, very interesting situations with them, I will say. Like the etchy in this one was hitting, I will say though, in Goku Danchi. Like there were some crazy angles, there were some crazy shots. Like this the Marika one didn't really have as much. There were some bits more so at the end, I feel like they saved like some of the best etchy stuff like towards like episode 7 and 8. But like this one, yeah, for the most part, like the etchy was, I feel like pretty good. So yeah, and like, do you like big girls? I was gonna put it in here, but I couldn't find it. Probably because it's like actually, a hentai, pretty much. But yeah,
Straightforward.
I probably would have put that. I probably would have put it in the same tier. I probably would have put it above these two, though. Honestly, maybe like maybe it could have snuck into D. I don't know. Probably not. But uh, yeah, that's our little Gooner segment out of the
Uh,
way.
I would like us for to evolve from Gunnar to actual romance, and let's get to some romance. Fuck it. Let's go to genre. Let's just pick and choose. Let's switch it up then, because I would like to go to. Let's go Klutz. Let's go to the
Okay,
Klutz one
the klutzy class
because
monitor.
yeah, Klutzy Class
Man,
Monitor and the
this is
girl
one
with the
I only
short
watched
skirt.
like 3 or 4 episodes of, but I did like there were little gripes I had with it, but I did enjoy it quite a bit at the beginning. So I do need to finish this one, but I'm curious what
I actually
y'all.
did wrap it
I think it
up.
was the side
Actually,
cast I was not really sold on. I don't know if that changes, but
it felt like a change. A big shout out to Graham who actually convinced me to watch it because I think we were reviewing it during week 10 or week 9, and he said that they were dating, they were a couple and everything. And I'm like, all right, cool. I'm a hook. I'm hopping. I'm gonna put the effort, binge it, and actually enjoy the binge. There were a couple. Our main character, the boy, was understanding himself more and realizing that he's making mistakes and he needs to become his own person. He needs to find his own identity. He can't just be a follower. He needs to become his own type of leader and make how he feels. And even if he feels questioning his own morality, like school, high school insights that you could think of impossibilities. And I enjoyed it. Cute romance, comedy. Reminds me of Scott Pilgrim versus the World animation style. I'll give it B tier or C tier. I was enjoyed. Comedy was there. The father having a rap battle at the end was fun again. And us finding out that White Cloak was actually the father of the main character that influenced our science assistant guy. So that was pretty cool. So I really enjoyed it. Um, Much better than expected. I had low expectation, and a big shout out to Graham and Knuckle who actually got me to watch it. And you know what? No regrets. I actually was happy that I stuck with this one. So big shout out to Graham. Graham, you agree on the B and C? What you lean towards to?
For the skirt one,
yeah,
Yeah.
keeps moving these, doing that
C.
shit.
See, I'm okay with C.
Let's see. I think I don't. I think I preferred the other one though.
So switch
I
up.
I I think the
Okay.
second
Cool. Cool.
prettiest girl's above it in my opinion.
Oh no, it's doing that thing again. All right, klutzy class and C. All right,
Yeah. All right. We cool with that. Next romance.
Botan.
Photon
This,
Kamina.
like I said at the beginning, one of my like the ones that surprised me the most. I did not think I was gonna enjoy this one as much as I did. You would think like, okay, it would be on some like, I don't know, just the way it focused on drinking. Like I feel like, yeah, it did kind of go into some bits like with the drinking and like some of the stuff that they were actually drinking and like how they didn't really go into a lot of detail on like how like certain things were like made and anything like that. So if like you were expecting that with the series, you may be a bit disappointed. It's not like that one series like Bartender, I think it was called, where they actually like go into detail and stuff on like how the drinks are made and all that. But this was more focused on like the character side of things and obviously like the build up right for the romance, which I can't speak on the ending, but I do like the just the natural sort of like progression with Ibuki and Botan and just their just general relationship, but obviously the romantic feelings that were kind of developing and blossoming as the series went on. Um so yeah, I was a big fan of the cast of this one. Visually, production wise, it was one of the standouts of this season in my opinion. It just looked absolutely incredible, and they did go for some very interesting like stylistic choices and like design choices throughout like certain episodes. It reminded me a lot of like Shaft and like Monogatari and things like that in certain episodes. So yeah, I really did enjoy this series. For me personally, I would probably put this in A, honestly. That's like where I'm at. I
Mm.
enjoyed these characters that much. I enjoyed this series that much. They're just a lot of the subject matter. Um, I'm kind of happy it didn't go into honestly more detail with like how the drinks are made and stuff like that, because I feel like that would have took away from the series. But
I think this is a B for me.
all right,
I think you'll see when you watch the ending.
mm.
So what do you guys lean towards? To low A, high B?
Hey, I mean
I'll let you
we've
decide.
been
I'll let you decide. I'll let you
we've been
decide because
compromising a lot for Graham, so can I take a dub here?
I'll let you. Yeah, go ahead, bro. What you want?
I'm gonna say A. I'm saying
All
A.
right,
All right.
okay, we got it.
And I
Next
can't
week,
I
we'll pull up the tier list again and move some shit down. Trust.
Oh,
hey,
that'd
I
be
hope not.
interesting.
I hope not.
Oh, that'd
Hope
be
not.
interesting.
I hope not too. This
Um,
next one's S tier.
Oh, is it?
Genuinely. Yeah.
Nate, he spoke highly of it last week. He was very on it. He was. This
Thank you.
guy literally, yo, he threw me off last week because he didn't have it in the docket, right? And then he came out of nowhere. He added in the docket and then said the way he started off, he like, yo, people started dying, people started getting shot. He came alive. He got reborn. I'm like, wait, are we still talking about the same series? What's going
Yeah,
on
what is
here?
going on in this series? It sounds like some My Happy Marriage, like all over again.
It was an interesting review he did. It sounds good. Like, will I watch in the future? Who knows? But it sounds like a good
Drama slop.
a good discourse, a good discussion. I don't know, but hey, it's S tier for Graham. It seems like
Hey,
it's
I
that
can't.
good.
I've watched like one episode, two episodes, so I can't even speak on it. So like the ball's in his court. So I can't.
I think that's
I
S.
can't dispute it or
S
argue.
for me.
Is that with? Is that
But
with
I'm
like you being
curious
biased?
why. I'm
Why would
like,
I be biased? Okay, for me,
Is
I
there a reason?
think
Like, at least give us a quick response, like a quick minute. At least tell us what's
I
up.
hate a lot of really depressing things. I do. I haven't
oh,
watched Clanad because I don't want to cry.
this is
I haven't
depression to
watched
the extreme, is it not?
I haven't watched Your Lie in April because I don't want to cry. I haven't watched fucking Angel Beats because unfortunately I know things about those series and I know I'm not gonna be able to watch those without shedding a couple tears. Agents of the Four Season though, it doesn't feel like isn't deserved. Every time it is depressing, it's for a fucking reason. It is depressing a lot of the time, but it's depressing with like a hope to it. Like there is so much about this series that I dislike, but that is because I meant to dislike it, you know? I meant to fucking hate certain people. I meant to hate the idea around certain things because that's the point, right? That's like in One Piece, we hate Aokiji. We hate him. We hate him.
I don't.
or Kuzan rather. Yeah, not Kuzan. What the fuck, bro? I'm dumb.
I was like Aokiji. I was like, I love that dude from what
Not
I've seen.
Aokiji. I
Akainu.
hate Akainu, the dog, red dog. I hate that dude.
There
I
you go.
hate that. Right, but I'm meant to hate that dude. And I feel like it's really good at eliciting emotions, positive and negative. I think so much of this series is beautifully animated. The character dynamics and the character drama in this series is good. I think most of the characters, even the characters I don't like, make sense. Like even the main villain of this story makes sense to me, which is something that a series later I can't say. Right? Like they did so good with the emotional beats in this series because there are people I despise in this show,
Mm.
but they're meant to be people you despise. And then there's even the bad one of the bad guys that you're like, fuck, I feel bad for that person. But like also I don't necessarily agree with them and I don't like them, but like I get it, you know? And I think that's powerful. I think a lot of shows really like to make the mustache twirling victim that or villain that makes no fucking sense, that is just a badly poorly written character. And I think that every character in this show is well written, and I think that that drives a lot. And I felt so many emotions about this series, and like I was devastated when what happened, like a couple episodes happened, and then I was so happy at the end of that episode when they were able to do what they were able to do, and then like I was like on the edge of my seat every time certain characters were gonna talk, and then when they finally meet face to face, and then like the conversations about certain things. I don't want to get into this because I really do want Nate to watch this.
I
Cause,
was waiting for your
cause
spring. Your spring let me bring in the summer.
it, yeah, it's cheesy, but it's good.
That's actually how some of the
I do.
dialogue was.
I know. Trust me, I know. I think this is an S tier, and I hope that if and when you end up watching this,
No, I do want to finish
you
this,
agree
yeah,
with me.
because like this has been one of the more polarizing series, just from like the online discourse and discussion. Like this has been one of the more polarizing ones. Like it feels like people either love it or hate it. So I'm curious where I'm gonna land because I did enjoy the first episode quite a bit, and I think the next episode I didn't enjoy it as nearly as much. I think I actually only watched the first 2 episodes, but like I just kind of had this feeling like I'm just like, man, all these characters are like miserable. They're all crying and they're all just like, is this what we're kind of like in store for? And like, yeah, people will be like, oh, Violet Evergarden was the same way. And I just feel like, I don't know, Violet Evergarden to me, it was like,
Good.
felt way
Okay.
more like
Masterpiece.
grounded. And also this, I feel like the cast around Violet and just like the support kind of like that she had, like they weren't all like, how, at least from only the 2 episodes I've watched, like a lot of these characters had some kind of trauma and had some, they're just all depressed and all sad, and just it was giving me that, like, y'all were saying that about Journal with Witch, like that was how I felt with this from like the first 2 episodes, right? Like it was just, you know, but I can't, like I said, don't take what I'm saying for, I've only watched 2 episodes, but like I said, it is one I want to finish because the discussion around it has been very like people are on one side or the other. It feels like there's no in between. So, but yeah, S tier though is where,
That's
um,
my opinion,
yeah,
and I'm
that's
excited if and when you guys catch up, what you guys think.
hell yeah. All right, next up, I think Bash. This is your damn. This Annie list score pretty high, bro. I'm not gonna lie, for the observation log of my
I
fiance
told
who calls
you
herself
it.
a
It
villainess.
was actually good. It was actually a enjoyable series.
Where would you put it?
Like enjoyable wise, I would say A tier. But if I have to be constrictive, like a good B tier.
Okay.
It was a series that I look
Oh,
forward to every week. Yeah, I don't think it's that high up there, my G. I
yeah,
don't think it's
the
that high
B
up there.
tier is kind of all mixed up now.
Yeah,
Because
but funky
I
out
don't know
there.
why it's doing that, but we just let it rock.
Hey, I'm gonna let it rock there. Chat. Look, it shows it in analyst is a 7.7 medium score. What did my ass put? I think I have it as a yeah. I feel like that's actually good. I have it as 8.3, so it shows close by in the same rating as a overall mean score. It's a very enjoyable series, very lovely. They get together, married. br- Bro gets knocked up. Maybe a season two. We get a little comedy, curiosity, great analyzation. Like you can't go wrong. Like it checked the boxes of a good romance, good comedy. Can't go wrong.
Okay.
That's all I got.
Oh yeah.
B tier.
All right. Next up. Oh boy. Beginning after the end, season 2. Was any I don't even remember where we rated it last time we did a tier list when it
Bro,
was
I was just
involved,
thinking
but
about that.
yeah.
I'm like,
But like,
I'm like,
did it get any higher or lower? We probably
I'm
put it
like,
in D, honestly. Or
I'm like,
I don't
can
know if
y'all
we put
kill
it in
time
F,
real
but we
quick?
probably put it in D.
I'm like, can y'all kill time real quick? Like, give me 2 minutes. I'm gonna quickly check right now from last year.
I feel like I remember Grem was trying to put it higher because like bias, but then he was like, the anime. Yeah, I can't even. I feel like we put it in D. That's what my gut's telling me, but I don't know.
I'm looking real quick, so just give me like a minute. Kill time right now. Graham, Graham, give your thoughts.
Okay. See,
You say D or C?
see,
C.
it's not in the trenches, but it's not good. I think it's above the skirt, but that's just
Oh,
me.
I can't even speak on it. What
Well, the
season
double
even
Oh,
was
digit.
the?
question. Wait, question. Did the beginning after the end was last year spring or last year summer?
Oh no.
Oh, I don't even remember, honestly. I feel like we put it in D, bro. We had to have put it in D. Anylist doing that freaking security thing now is like,
Oh, it's annoying.
yeah, like it just started happening too.
It really sucks because it keeps making it where it doesn't work until I
It was
refresh the
spring of
page.
2025,
Yeah.
spring
Okay,
season of
I'm
2025.
looking at it. Oh, hold on. The thing is, we added the titles on there. On the beginning after end, we had it in C tier.
Ooh,
We had it in C tier lower. We had it right under uh the detective one, Catch Me at the Ballpark, right before them.
hmm. Okay, so it's in the same tier.
I'm gonna go
Do
C
you?
tier as well. I'm gonna go C tier. It was enjoyable. Like if the animation was good this season, then I would put it in, honestly B A tier because it had story potential. It was cool stuff. Like the whole monologue, the internal stuff. Arthur, had the cool fight at the end of the last couple episodes. Interaction, going to fucking high school or to Magic Academy. Like we have potential, cool shit, but it's like the animation really drops it. Slide PowerPoint shit, like C tier. Story wise, it's there though. Characters wise, it's there though.
Okay, that sounds fair. All right. Next up we got I want to end this love game. I think Grem. This is only him, I believe. I don't know if that's a
See,
sigh of disappointment or a sigh of I don't know where to put this.
it was
I think
good.
you're right.
It was good, but it's like on the same tier. Like it's above
Oh,
beginning after the end.
oh, there we go.
I would put it above the skirt one too, but that's me. Yeah, that's where I would put it.
I can't
That's
speak
where
on
I
it.
would.
So,
Okay.
I enjoyed it.
all right.
That's simple,
It
straightforward.
was
All right,
it
let's
was
get to the
it was
next one.
really it, I mean it I really like the concept, but I hate it at the same time. It's one of those ones where like you like, okay, this is interesting, and then it's like, fuck, just talk to each other, you know? But like but like also this is interesting. And then like especially because it's kind of developed into a certain way that like most of these stories don't develop into by one of them like taking the control and like forcing a situation that like
Oh,
they both really enjoyed, but like are can they admit that to themselves, you know? It's good. I like it. It's a lot of fun. I hope next episode um is the confession. I don't think it is, but I hope so.
all right. Next up we got Demons of the Shadow Realm.
4-1.
I would say probably like the top of B, personally.
You, mm,
That's where I would
I
probably
think I
put it.
would. I think I would throw this in A. I'm willing to go B, but I think I would throw it in
I
A.
just don't think it's really like really grabbed me to that like
I said low A. I said
extent.
low A.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm cool with
right
A. I'm
before.
not
We can
gonna.
go B. We can go B if
No, if both
that's
of y'all are
better.
in A, then
Yeah.
I'm out.
You know
I'm
what?
actually fine with that.
I'll put it in B. You know, put it in B.
All right. Yeah. I
Because
mean,
I
I just
get you. It's hard. This one's hard.
yeah.
Like I have so much faith in the author, I think,
Oh
you know?
Mhm.
yes.
And I like so much of the things that are happening, and I really like Yoru as a main
Me
character,
too.
and I really like Asa as well. I really like Gabby. I really like a lot of these characters, and it's
I
like
feel like the second
also
half is where like I could see like
yeah.
easy A, like maybe S tier
I
even.
can see an S,
Yeah.
honestly. I think it has the potential. Like
Yeah.
you can tell this is the Full Metal author, and it really shows. I like it. I really like it.
Mhm.
It's just like you said. I mean, I can agree with B because like there was half the season build up, but like I don't know. It's really hard for me to like keep my own bias about the author out of this, you know,
Yeah.
because I have so much faith.
I feel like a lot like of this was like introductions of obviously the characters like the Kagamori clan and like some of the big players in the series. Kind of like the mystery aspect, obviously like with the parents and with like uh kind of trying to decipher or really try and pinpoint as a viewer like who's the bad and who's the good, right? I feel like that has been really fun to kind of like to follow with this series. Like you said, I do like a lot of the cast so far, like even a lot of the Kagamori clan and really cool a lot of the daemons that we've seen and stuff like that too, and just how a lot of them differ from each other. So yeah, I do like a lot of what has been introduced, what has been set up so far, both character wise and content wise. I just feel like we have yet to see like I guess the full effects of a lot of that kind of pan out. And I feel like I said, the second half is where I could see this definitely jump and be like an easy A, maybe even S tier for sure. Um, but like
You guys saw the new
yeah.
poster yet, by the way, for the
Yeah,
new core that's
fire,
coming up?
dude.
Yo, that poster look
Whew.
good. I'm like, shit, we about to go down in a
It looks
fight.
yeah, looks insane. And also
So
there
I'm really
were
curious to
kind
see how
of
it's gonna
like
go.
those comedic sort of episodes mixed in there as well. With Yuru trying to get like used to the what is it, above ground or below ground, whatever, like the modern world essentially, right? Like with technology and all that. So like there were some episodes like that which were maybe more of like a little step down, but I feel like episodes like that are kind of nice to get because you get more attached to the characters, I feel like. So but yeah, like there were episodes like that that it wasn't necessarily as high on. So yeah, I feel like as a whole, like this was a solid first core, right? Like I can't say really many negative things about it at all. But it's not like at that point where it hasn't like really hooked me yet. Like there's a lot of things I'm interested in, but like I'm not necessarily like blown away or really wowed by it yet as a whole. Like there has been moments, but I feel like the second half, depending on how it goes in the execution, like I feel like we could see, or at least for me, like a huge jump, but that remains to be seen. So
I do agree with that. Like on my own tier, I mean, I'm not on my own analyst. I have it as a 9 rating, so
fair.
like I would technically put it as A as well. But I'm gonna kill it high B. Like it's very good series. We just have to see the rest of the core to see like where it falls off or did it fall flat. We just got to see.
Yep. All right. Snowball Earth.
It got season 2 announcement as well.
Yeah, which is cool. Cool to see, I will say. Um, I feel like Snowball Earth for me is probably a C, maybe like the in middle or bottom of C. I feel like I do like a lot of the cast, like with the mall and stuff like that. Maybe the main character could be like a bit like his whole goal with the friends thing. Like, yeah, maybe many people aren't probably gonna like kind of gravitate towards that, but I do feel like the kind of connections and the bonds that he's kind of forming with the people in the mall is like really cool. Really nice to see, especially with how he was raised and how he grew up, which is like really sad in a way. So for him to kind of make those connections was one of the things I liked quite a bit about the series. Also seeing a lot of the different, you know, I guess like the kaiju and just like the way a lot of their different abilities are in the series, I find really fascinating. I do like a nice, kind of snow setting as well. I'm kind of like a sucker for the setting and just kind of the situation in general, right? That the characters are in, and seeing how they're still trying to like survive and how they even live off the kaiju and stuff like that. So there are some like really cool, I feel like, elements to the series. The biggest complaint that we've definitely been, or at least I've been vocal on. I know I was gonna say we, which we have been vocal on it, is the antagonist, like the main antagonist. I'm just not a fan of really at all. Like his whole goal, his ambition. I know we've talked about it time and time again, but it just not a fan of his character, his ambition, uh, his goals really at all. So that's one of the biggest things that knocks us down quite a bit for me. But yeah, I would say C tier is where I'm at with Snowball Earth personally.
I'm not with C tier. I
Oh
have
shit.
C and also T Bat as a 7.2, both of them. So right now, like they're both in the same rating, same ranking. So I'm okay with that. Um, Klutzy, I believe I have Klutzy higher, so but I'm okay either or.
Okay.
I think I think yeah, I think C, bro, I'm willing to put this in D. I really hated the like villain of
No, I
this,
get that,
right?
but I'm trying not to let that
But I
like
you're right, you're
yeah,
right.
because I feel like there
I think
are a
C was
lot of
fine.
other like I'm not gonna
Yeah.
say super strong qualities, but like better than the freaking antagonist, like right, like. But I feel yeah,
Yeah.
and especially I mean for me at least in comparison, I know I haven't like finished all like the Yao Yao Sensei and Kanan, but like at least in comparison to like Angel Next Door and even Awajima, I feel like as a whole I've probably enjoyed Snowball Earth just like a tad more. It's not that big of a gap to be fair, but I feel like I have as a whole enjoyed it more, like the cast and the just I don't know the story. So.
All right. So you guys already here, Stonebird. Let's see how we feel when it comes back with season 2. Will myself, Graham, and Nate will we be watching? Is Nate caught up by then? Only time
I
will
hope
tell.
so. Shit.
But a series that I know that Nate loves, he reads the manga. Graham literally watched the first episode and then started reading the manga. It's cut up to read it on a weekly Shonen Jump every Sunday because that's how it comes out. Arcane Banashi season 1 and season 2 returns on January 2027 winter. So it's right around the corner in 2 seasons.
Hell yeah. All right, is this an easy S tier or is it an A? Because I feel like
I
I'm
mean,
not going below an A, bro. I'm just gonna say that right now. I ain't going.
I would
Uh,
I'm bro, we got hella bias and I'm putting S.
I mean,
with the
I'm
six
cool with
episodes
S. I'm
Well,
definitely
the
cool
six
with
episodes
S,
I've
bro.
seen, I will put an A, but I've only seen
Fair.
6, so I can't really give the other 6. But I trust you guys, and I know how much our other good friend Job Just Box also speaks very highly of it. So he like if y'all say S, y'all both saying S. All right, we got an S then. We got 3 S.
Or
Yeah.
wait. I gotta ask. Nate, we gotta think about this. Is that because of the manga
I think the
or is that
anime.
because of the
No,
anime?
I think the anime is just that good.
I feel like the anime did
I
great.
think the
Like
Agreed.
anime
No,
is
I
just
agree.
that good. Yeah.
Yeah. I think the anime did really good with the Rakugo specifically and
Yeah.
yeah, it
making
did great.
those scenes come to life because this could be exceedingly boring. Rakugo is like auditory like storytelling, right?
Yeah.
Or largely is, right? and it could have been just Akane on her knees. That sounds so weird. Akane on her knees, acting it out, but we get these visuals and we're immersed into this world, and like I think the anime made something that could easily be a fucking D tier anime, and it really made it an S tier.
Yeah.
I do agree.
I
Good
feel like
adaptation. The
Also,
studio did
Akane's evil,
fantastic.
man.
I was just gonna say like
Oh,
Akane,
sorry.
like when you have Akane who is one of I'll go out and say it, like she's probably one of like the best main characters in this whole season. Like honestly, like when you have that at the forefront, that's before you even take into account everything else. I feel like that in itself puts this probably at A, just at the very least. Like I said, that's why I said I wouldn't go anywhere lower than A because you have that strong of a main character and how we've seen her in this first core, this first season or whatever, like how she takes criticism, how she adapts, how we've seen her, you know, like her motivation, right, with her father, but then also how willing she is like to learn, right? She's a student of the game, but also like she's willing to learn and take in a lot of like criticism and things that, you know, that's how determined she is to improve, right? So Akane just stands out so much as one of the best like main characters from this season, in my opinion. So you have that. Um, you have other great casts around her that support her, like her support system, uh, right, with Shiguma, and then also a lot of the other casts as well. I feel like it's just a very well-rounded cast, and Rakugo in itself, seeing the different kinds of forms of Rakugo throughout even this first part was really awesome to see. Like Karashi, we saw how he was kind of adapting and using his Rakugo more for like modern kind of times, right? And like maybe that a younger audience could, you know, be more interested in and more into. And I feel like that's a big thing that the series is kind of hitting on, like the traditional way versus, you know, improvising and kind of trying to get more people in the modern day into Rakugo as well, and reaching that audience. That's a big focus of the series, is right, that's the most important thing with Rakugo, is reaching the audience, knowing your audience, connecting with your audience, and that's been a big lesson for Akane. So a lot of great characters in the series. Um, just yeah, the Rakugo stuff I really enjoy. A lot of the stories, how they present it, and even the extra dialogue and commentary from the people in the crowd. There's a whole lot to love here with Akane, especially like character wise, which is something that I value quite a bit. So I mean, when you have that going for it, yeah, S tier, I'm totally good with.
All
Yeah.
right. So it seems like we're on agreement for that. So let's get for the next one. We got lesson 10. Let's get on. We got Farming Life. In other words, season 2. I've only watched 8 out of 12. And out of the 8 I've seen, I'll give it B tier or C tier. No, I'll give it low C or I mean, low B, high C. How about you, Graham?
D.
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 I give
Wow.
it C or D. I give it
D
C or D.
for D for giving the D to everyone in the freaking series.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely for sure. And in those last few episodes I was watching, there's a few of those girls that was trying to make a whole scheme, just like, how can we get the milk out of him? I'm like, my God,
So
he's right there.
I want you to understand. There is a room in the big mayor meeting in the town hall with chains and straps on the bed where
Oh,
he gets tied up and they take turns on him.
yo, that
This is
sounds
canon.
lit.
This is canon. He cycles them out. There is a set group of them every day that comes into that place, and he has to see to their needs. Okay, like y'all are saying, oh, they're coming up with schemes. Nah, brother, they've had schemes. This is a fully like, bro. He's trying to come up with schemes to get them off his dick. All right, like. He's actively trying to recruit men to come and alleviate some of his stress.
Oh
I don't
man.
think you understand, bro. This is canon. Why do you think he puts such an emphasis on trying to get men to join the village?
Yeah, I recall. I recall we have had this conversation, and you
Every single
agree
time
100%.
they've been recruiting people, he's like, "Do you have any men,
And,
please?"
and then every time they say no, they're like, Oh fuck.
Fuck. I need
Bro, be
meds.
disappointed. Like, my milk is almost dried out. We need more
He's like, I'm
supplements.
cooked. He's like, I gotta take care of my kid, and now there's oh man.
So you're good with C right here, right?
Yeah,
I'm good with it.
If you said B, I
All right.
think Grem's first thing was D,
All right.
right? So meet in the middle.
Now let's get on with another series that get a sequel. Is Kill Blue getting a season 2? Get announcement. Kill Blue. What we thinking, guys? Nate, did you even finish this? Where you
Nah,
at?
I watched like 3 episodes or 4
All right.
episodes. Yeah,
I have finished
this is
this.
all y'all.
Graham, I saw that you did. I believe I saw in your analyst that you also did complete this. What you thinking?
I'm willing to go up to A.
Oh,
I enjoyed it,
I was thinking B.
and I'm willing to go down to B.
It's just that fucking pacifier thing throws me off. Like that's one thing that just throws me off. That
You have
pacifier.
never seen Katekyo Hitman Reborn.
No, I haven't. No, I haven't.
Exactly. The arcobaleno would get you off of that, bro.
what?
The rainbow. It's Italian for rainbow. Arcobaleno.
The B tier. Why? Or is that we're just leaving it like that?
Oh
I
no.
mean, this show was a lot of fun. I really
Yeah.
like the premise. I think the main character's a hoot. I think
The opening
this
is
girl
fire.
that's trying to get after him is crazy.
Like the opening is fire. That's something I also want to add to. Like it's you can't skip it. The animation is fucking amazing. It's a good pop. I do agree with what Graham said. Like I really enjoyed the last episode as well because the triple athlete gave him a good advice or good question statement and saying like, why can't a hitman go to school and get his degree and get some education? Why not? And he's like questioning at that. He's like, truly, why not? I'm stuck here. Why not just enjoy my life? And I'm like, yes, my G. You have the opportunity. Just enjoy it. Enjoy the fruit of the labor. Fuck it. But to me, that was a good ending of the core. It was a nice to put everything in full circle, and the pacifier thing throws me off still. So that's why I won't go in A. I'm just going to B. I'm just be upfront. I
All
think
right.
I got Kill Blue as a 7.5. So I feel like that's a good, close to a B. I feel like it's solid. Low B is fine.
All right. Next up, we got Vending Machine Season 3. I haven't heard barely anything about this. I don't even
On
remember y'all saying much about it during the season. So
on my personal score was a 7.5. I see it. It's literally what happens in season 2 and 1 is just wrapping up the full arc of taking out another lord. Like that's what it is with season 3. They had another lord. Not saying that it was a bad or good this season. It was just them wrapping up the arc of how we get back to literally taking out another lord. You're finding friends with a demon lord. You're finding friends with literally a square of 100 by 100 square foot of a field, and you came from Japan, and yeah, getting to speak to each other to literally fucking Japanese finger writing and telekinesis writing. So that's pretty cool. Other than that, the fight between a vending machine and a Netherlord was interesting. That's all I got. Where would I put it? Honestly, high C. High C or low B. Graham, any thoughts? You agree, disagree?
B.
B.
This doesn't go above. Dude, there was so much of this season. Like the best part of this season was seeing him as a human. Like honestly.
Yes! My guy, even though they didn't fucking show us the face, but it was a nice tease.
Like I don't know.
Did you say
It was
B
But
or
like
cool.
D?
D.
Oh, D.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's all the way down in D. It's just
You
it,
said C,
bro. It's
Vash.
my name. Machine.
What are we saying?
Go see.
Top of D,
We
bottom
can
of
we
C,
can go see if we want,
Go
but
see.
I
Go see.
think D. I
right
think
next to
D's
Farming
better.
Life.
Yeah,
Oh,
sure.
oh, 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 oh,
Oh.
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 Yeah, I don't. Yeah, okay. Don't mind that. All right.
Cool.
All right.
I
Dr.
guess.
Stone, Science Future Core 3. Okay, so for me, from what I've watched, I would say like B. I feel like Dr. Stone's always been just solid. It's always been really good. Super attached to the cast at this point, obviously. Um, but I feel like what you're gonna have to say has more weight because you finished the last couple episodes and I haven't. So
Where did you end off? Where are you? Like out of the 13, where are you?
I left off when the episode where Stanley was the one who got
Okay.
yeah.
So like you're like 3, 4 behind. Like
Yeah, but then I
so
saw
you
the
so you're around the
visual.
corner.
I saw the visual that they released after that episode that had Risui
Oh,
back in the visual. So I'm like, okay, are they bringing Risui now too? So I guess that's probably what happens.
you will see momentarily whenever you watch it this week. I don't want because I know you'll make time throughout this week
Oh
since
yeah, yeah, yeah,
since week 1 of the summer season starting
yeah.
and there's not that much going on. So
And I
I
have
know
3
you
days
knock out
off
a few.
next week.
Oh yes, 4th of July chat. So don't worry. Hey, we might do a last minute of what we're watching for summer season. Who the fuck knows, chat? Hasn't been planned, hasn't been discussed, or you guys might miss it this year. Who knows? But Dr. Stone, I'll give it low A. I was
Okay.
by emotional value and attachment, fucking S tier. Like by
Mhm.
emotional investment and everything, S tier. But we're not talking about that. But story wise, everything coming together. However, you may feel about the ending, I see where our friend Blade Ninja, Perm, and a few of the people we know that have read the series, how the Perm we spoke about it briefly. We didn't get into full details and everything, but just to come and see the full understanding of how and why people felt the way they felt, I get it. But as a Doctor Stone lover and me being the type of viewer I am, I see the logical aspect. I see where the story comes back. Like, okay, cool. Why men this? We're in
I was gonna
space.
ask about that. I don't know, like without
I don't want
spoiling.
to review anything. I don't
Yeah.
want to review anything. I don't want. I'd rather be
Did you
vague.
like the
And
Y Men reveal or not? I guess would just be what I would ask. Like,
at first, I was watching Wifey. I was processing everything. It took me honestly a good 12 hours to really try to figure out how it felt because it wasn't a curveball. It was kind of like no shit. It should have been obvious type of shit.
mhm.
If that makes sense.
Okay,
Like
okay.
this is why. So that's why I'm not too mad at what this showed us. I'm more curious to know like okay,
Mm.
it was obvious. It just wasn't too obvious, and it makes sense, logical. And you know me, Nate. I'm a logical thinker. Like once I see the evidence, the theories, and how everything comes to circle, I see to the point, and I'm like, okay, Doctor Stone as an overall series, that's a different rating. But core wise, how we ended, how everything full circle, the emotions, how we got to the end, how the ending of any series does an epilogue. It was very solid. I got emotional. I tear. I like a
Like
big man tears just
The
start
My
dropping.
Heroes,
Yeah.
yeah, the My Hero situation. Honestly,
Like I
that
started
like
reading.
once I finish, I would not be surprised if I'm feeling that type of way too. Like the same kind of how I felt towards My Hero.
Look, chat. I read Dr. Stone. If any of this wants to refresh and not have me check if I'm about or not, because right now it's checking to security verification. So go fuck myself. So like I'm trying to find out if Dr. Stone the series started in 2017. So I
Yeah,
started reading
almost 10 years.
2017. So 9 years of seeing this series from manga to the anime ending and fully wrapping up. It just feels emotional. So A tier, low for me is fine. Once Nate comes back next week, we could, like Graham said, we might just put it up at the end, chat, and be like, "This is how we feel." Quick change. We might do it off air and then give you guys quick the update how we feel and everything. Who knows? It's all case by case. But right now, A tier for me.
All right. Next up we have Marriage Toxin. For me,
That I drop it, so I'm good. I'm chilling.
maybe I haven't finished the last couple episodes. I know I sound like a broken record saying this for every series, but for me, I feel like this is probably like the top of C, low B. Low B maybe would be like too generous in my opinion, but like I would compromise, I guess, for low B if I had to. But for me, my gut is saying top of C. And I just feel like this series is like very episodic. I feel like I wasn't super invested in the content, the story side of things. Like, yeah, there were some nice character moments, I will say, with some of like the characters that were focused around. Um, but it was very episodic. There were some new introductions of characters and masters that hit and some that didn't. Um, so yeah, I feel like this was kind of like you know, the antagonist or the master of the week type of thing, or like romance, the next potential romance interest of the week. When I feel like still I've been just held up on this whole thing throughout the series that the two mains are just gonna end up getting together anyway, so none of these characters even matter. But I mean, I guess we are seeing like some development from him, but with Garrow, but still, I like I said, I'm not super invested uh in this cast, in this story all that much. Um, like it looks really nice, animation wise, production wise, it's really good. It's Bones, so as you would typically expect. But yeah, this is just about as average as a series gets, in my opinion. So that's why I would probably put it in C.
All right, you cooked. Fair enough. This tells you exactly where, by the way, ladies and gents, if you don't know where he stopped watching, because he said it's episodic, you know exactly where he stopped watching.
The majority of
More
the
than
series
half
has
of
been,
this,
right?
no,
The
more than
majority of the
half of
series
this
has been
season,
episodic.
no, it hasn't.
Yes, it has. What?
It hasn't.
I watched up to
The
like
first
episode
like
10.
the first like 4 episodes were episodic. Then there was a entire like the next 3 episodes was an arc, and then the last what 5 episodes have been one arc.
What, since the pink hair girl got introduced? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, it's been the exact same arc the whole time.
Okay, I see that, but before that, no.
Yeah, there was 3 episodes with that one girl. The one girl who didn't who like she couldn't like she was had a bad time like talking with people, and then she went on the trip, and then there was that sound dude. They were fighting for like 3 episodes until they eventually beat the sound dude.
Fair enough.
So more than half this season has been non-episodic actually. Um
I don't know. It's a new master of the week introduced every time, or
there again,
that's what it feels like.
it's only been like it was only the first like 4 episodes,
You had the
bro.
bug guy, you had the sound guy, you
Yeah.
had the Hamtaro, you got no, go
Bro,
ahead, go ahead.
I'm tempted to put this in A. I really enjoyed the ending of this. I really did. Like, I'm looking forward to more. I really like it. I don't know, man.
So
I
what?
don't
It
know,
sounds like
bro.
we're compromising for B, right?
I'll do it. Yeah.
That's what I said, All right.
Hey,
I'm
I
not gonna
trust
move it
Graham. If
around
that's how
because
he
it's gonna
feels,
mess up the
I'm not gonna.
whole.
Yeah, don't worry. It is what it is.
Yeah.
Chad, just look at this. This is the overall consensus. We will post our personal in the next coming days and everything. But this is our overall thoughts on everything. But let's go to the last 4. Let's get on. Let's go.
Gals can't be
Gals
kind.
can be
Kind to
kind to an
otaku.
otaku.
Which this is the one earlier I said that I kind of
He
alluded
says a
to.
shout, right?
Yeah. Like I shouted both of them out together, but I did also allude to me having this higher than the second prettiest girl, and yeah, I would honestly put this in low B. I just feel like I enjoy this cast as a whole a lot more. I enjoy because, like I said, the second prettiest girl kind of it's really just the two of them is what is kind of makes the whole series. But I feel um like the you girl, the prettiest girl, she's like kind of what holds that back. Which as for this one, I feel like all three are great in their own right. So that's why I would put this one a notch above the second prettiest girl. Now, granted, maybe the knock you could give this one is that, like, in comparison to the second prettiest girl, I feel like the progression maybe with like the romance isn't maybe where you want to see it. Right? I feel like we have seen some glimpses, but it is kind of like the typical romance, rom com kind of stuff going on. Where like you can tell it's as clear as day, but they're just not reaching that next kind of level or that next step yet. But I don't know, just like I said, as for the cast for me and just their dynamic, their chemistry, the time they spend together, like even like the sleepover episode, I really like episodes like that. I really enjoyed. Um, yeah, I just feel like I guess is what this boils down to for me is I enjoy this one more than the second prettiest girl one. So I guess maybe it
Totally.
depends what you prefer. Like if you like the more romance, like
Mm-hmm.
progression kind of route in this particular scenario, like yeah, the second prettiest girl probably has more of that. But I feel like for the character wise as a whole, I feel like this probably has the one up on it in that aspect. So I guess it depends what you prefer. But I would say low B for me for this one.
Are you going to watch it, or
Yeah,
Grim has any
I'm,
thoughts?
I would be
I
cool with
agree.
high C as well. I would be cool with that, to be fair. But that B is just where I would put it personally.
Yeah, I think BC makes a lot of sense for this. It's a lot of fun. I think if we get a couple more seasons of this and they're still not together, that's when
I
you're
need
gonna
him to
get
get with
really
both,
upset.
bro. I hope that still happens.
Yeah. So yeah.
B
Wait, which one
or
was it?
B or C.
I'm willing to do either. I don't have any strong inclination towards either.
All right. Okay. Well, bottom of
Let's
B.
go with
Next up, this is
the
Vash. I think.
the strongest job is apparently not a hero, but as the sage, but is a praiser professional. Sorry, professional. And chat, I'm gonna just give it to a book right now. Is a C.
C. Okay.
Go check it out. It's a good, fun isekai. It's enjoyable. I have it as my personal rating a solid 7 as a overall. It's fun. It's a bit different. God likes to be involved, but then we tease that the boy that got reincarnated into this world might actually be related to one of the gods. Who knows? Only time will tell if you find out
Ah.
more or if we get sequels.
Okay. Next up, we got Always a Catch.
Always a catch my personal. I gave us a 7.5. It's really good. I enjoy it as much as the villainous one, but less than the villainous one. So I'm okay with high C or low B. It's really enjoyable, and it was a fun ride, and it was cute when the prince go from cold to warm to clingy.
Did you watch this one, Graham?
I did. I think this one's a C for me.
I'm okay with that.
It was fun, but I don't think it's above like second prettiest girl in the class, you know? Cuz this one felt like every episode, oh okay, what's happening this episode? I just I couldn't
I
get
agree.
as into it, you know? It was fun, but
Yeah,
that's all it was. There was
it's not a
nothing
seven.
like yeah, it was like this is the isekai slop we got. It was romance slop, honestly.
Mm.
Roman Slav. All right.
At this point, we got villainous slot because I feel like these pop up freaking
True.
so
True.
much
And now the
nowadays.
last one, S.
Nippon
Where
What
you guys gonna
about
put this?
Sengoku. I mean,
Where you guys gonna put this? I'm
S?
I
curious.
feel like it's S tier for me
All right.
personally.
S?
Yeah.
I believe you have to. If y'all both put in the S, this is our final tier list for the spring season of 226
Jack that
and the
shit up.
complete.
Put Akane as number 3. Son Goku is number 2. And Agents at the bottom.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that, man.
I'm here for it.
But yeah,
But then chat.
Nippon, we said
Nippon.
it was one of the bigger surprises for sure.
Yeah.
I just feel like the cast I really enjoyed from this, especially the main character, Altu. I mean, he was someone you just wanted to root for, I feel like, from the freaking beginning, especially with what happened with his wife. So yeah, it was just someone I knew from the beginning I wanted to root for, although he didn't really get focused on as much as it went along. But I feel like that says a lot about the other casts in the series and how great they are. Because even when your main character wasn't around, the show was still hitting a lot. And I just loved like a lot of the kind of like chess game that is played through a lot of this series and just the different strategies and things like that. I'm a big sucker for things like that. It reminds me of like Kingdom. I know I haven't like caught up to Kingdom, but I've read a decent like 200 300 chapters of it, And a lot of this did remind me of Kingdom in that aspect, and just like the kind of cat and mouse game in a way, like I said, the chess game. So a lot of strong characters in here. Um, yeah, really some very, very strong moments. And yeah, I did enjoy this one quite a bit, way more than I thought I was going to. And yeah, S tier for sure. This one also, I don't know if it got officially confirmed, but it did get leaked that another season is in production. So
Did see it on my timeline. I did
yeah,
see it on my timeline. It just wasn't official, right? Yeah,
yeah,
I saw that.
yep. So W for Nippon. Sure.
So that is a solid. I will come back next week to agree on 3 out of those 4 of our S tier, and then the rest that I haven't finished, I will probably be cut up to. But can't wait to find out by next week when we do our pin chillin' and see what we did wrap up from spring or any other shows. We could be like, yo, we agree with ourselves last week. You know what? We were on right. We were dark. Because chat, let us know how you guys feel about this. Because this is the end of our tier list of spring season 2026. Graham, you have any last thoughts about this episode? What were you satisfied staying at this list, the final list? Were you satisfied how everything looks? Were you still like at least we had conversation discussion overall. We didn't get full detail. We didn't get into spoilers, but we spoke vaguely. So I feel like we get a good little list here.
I think this was a good list. Yeah, I enjoyed a lot of these anime. There's tons of things in A and S which I feel like isn't really typical for us,
Hmm.
and we have quite a few there. I do think Ramparts of Ice should be S, but
Hey, I can't wait to talk about you and our polar opposite season 2. And next week. I can't wait.
I,
Can't wait to the
for me,
discuss.
for my
Oh,
like final, for my final,
fiction.
for my final thoughts, I feel like this season, yeah, it was I feel like it was very well rounded because I feel like you had the big hitter like isekai ones, like mostly like, well, yeah, literally sequels coming back, like ReZero, Slime, Bookworm, stuff like that, in the mix, which I feel like was really nice to have. You also had another, which apparently is going to be just another big pillar of like fantasy, series and Witch Hat. You had that, but then you also had like ones like Botan and Nippon that really like surprised us. I don't know, you just had like a good mix of everything. You had Akane, which was a highly anticipated like adaptation for me, which differs very a lot from a lot of this series that I just mentioned before. So you had a good mix, I feel like, of like everything. There was some romance series even in here. I enjoyed a lot more than I thought I was going to. Um, so yeah, you had my ace, of course, which I have some bias towards. I'm so happy, by the way, they're bringing Glay and OXT back for the next core for the OP and ED, because I missed them for sure with the part one OP and ED. That's just a little side thing, but yeah, very diverse, very well rounded. I feel like season here. I feel like that's kind of showcased by the tier list. So
I do
yeah,
agree on that.
yeah, that's about it.
Chat. We appreciate for you guys checking us out. Like, comment, subscribe. Go read, watch some light novels. Go check out the source material of T-Bat. If you enjoy the anime, it's fun. Go check out Slime with Toria. Go check out ReZero. Go check out the reactions. Maybe Nate will pop some up as well. Who knows? Ping on his Discord server if you guys want him to do some
Beg
Naruto in the
me.
summer season. Please ping him. He might come back. Other than that, we see you in the next one for episode 84 for the summer season week 1
Already
review.
crazy to
We
say that.
might do what we're watching, but do not hold your breath on it. We might be skipping this summer season.
I would
And
like to
if we
do it.
do,
We'll
yeah, if we
see.
do,
We'll
we
keep y'all
apologize.
updated. We'll keep y'all
But only
updated.
time will tell.
Yes,
Other
sir.
than that, see you episode
I mean, we're
84.
kind of
84.
feel like we gotta do it because, like, I don't know, man.
We'll do it some
I
way
see
or
it.
another.
Yeah.
We
You know,
believe
that
it.
might be next week's episode. We might do it live. You know what I mean? Yeah, on Nate's channel. Next week.
Peace.
Normal recording time. See, maybe, who knows? Peace.